known in conservative circles.
Man. What's up, everybody? Wow, man. Just found out Charlie Kirk got shot. I just found out about 5-10 minutes ago. Wow, man. Dab Data, what's up, brother? Obviously, this wasn't planned. How you doing, Dab Data? Yeah, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, Dab. This is crazy, man. What's up, Buckeye Slave? Wow, man. This is scary, man. My chest hurts right now. My heart hurts right now. Wow, man. Let's see what NBC News is saying.
Just kind of leaned back. I thought he put his hand up, but looking at videos, he didn't. But his eyes went back, his head went back, and I just saw blood. And then I kind of looked back over my shoulder to look up the hill. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, that's a gun, you know, so we're all dropping. So we all get on the ground, and then they're like, okay, you guys need to run. And we got up. By the time Charlie was already gone. So they took him off, obviously.
Were you able to see them sort of take Charlie out after he had been shot?
No, we were on the ground. We were on the ground. I just saw the blood in his head. You know, I saw the shot, heard it, and then yeah, just dropped to the ground.
And when you turned around, you said you looked up the hill and you saw a gun. What exactly did you see?
No,
Was it a long gun? Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
I didn't see the gun.
Okay. I misunderstood you. When you turned up, what did you see up the hill?
Just everybody started to drop. Just everybody started to drop down because there was a lot of people there.
And did it sound like the gunshot had come from behind you?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from behind me. I couldn't be 100% sure. I have some permanent hearing loss.
Yeah,
but that's what it sounded like to me, that it came up from behind me.
What did you think when you saw Charlie get hit? I mean, it's such a terrible thing to have to witness.
It seemed very surreal. Like it wasn't real. I'd be like, you're like watching it from another point of view, that you're not really there.
Were you there as a supporter, somebody that wanted to talk to him, debate him? What brought you to the event?
No, I just wanted to watch. I love Charlie Kirk. I watch a lot of his videos. I mean, I don't agree on everything, but there's a lot of points I like. And then I also learn a lot from the more of the liberal left side, because I do like to know their point of view too, because I like to have that open mind. And so I was just kind of there to be able to see it in live and be able to hear, you know, the back and forth.
What was the temperature of the crowd? I mean, were people excited there? We were hearing it was a lot of supporters, mostly supporters.
We were having a lot of fun. Yeah, there was a lot of supporters there. A lot of people wearing the MAGA hats.
Yeah, what kind of security presence did you notice around Charlie? Any at all?
There was no security going in. They didn't even check it for look at tickets.
Now, I don't want to speculate on anything, man. What's up, Josh? How are you doing? The loving, intolerant left strikes again. I don't know who shot him, Josh. I don't know anything. I don't know, brother. Do you know? Good to see you, Josh. Hi, Jerry. Saw it through Signal. I'm shocked. This is crazy, man. Bruh. What the F? He got shot, yeah. Yeah, I seen it in the Signal group. I'm at the gym right now. I got a notey saying Jerry live. I was like, huh? I get it now. Yeah. Crazy, yeah. I don't know who shot him. I have no idea. And I'm not even going to speculate because I don't know. I have no idea, brother. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let's try. This is Newsmax about 35 minutes ago.
I want to bring you back with an update if you're just joining us. Charlie Kirk, the executive director of Turning Point USA, 31-year-old author and conservative activist, was shot at a Utah event at the Utah Valley University. UVU is on lockdown after this shooting. We don't have many details. We do know, however, that already messages are coming out. JD Vance, you're looking at the video now, moments before it happened. As you can see, he's outside in a tent on campus. The shooting happens. It's hard to tell exactly where, but again, then he will grab he kind of clutches his chest area, and then he goes down, and that's all we have been able to see. But I do want to point out that Vice President JD Vance has put out a tweet asking for prayers for Charlie Kirk, saying a genuinely good guy and a young father. Say a prayer. FBI Director Kash Patel also putting out a tweet. This is, again, a potentially very serious situation, and we will keep you posted as we learn more.
What we know so far is that Charlie Kirk, he does these things where he goes around to different colleges and speaks to a lot of the students. And this was an event that he was putting on at the Utah Valley University. There were many students, as you saw in that video, that were taking in his presentation. But apparently what we know is about 20 minutes into this is when the shots were fired. Witnesses heard these shots. We saw that video there of him clutching his chest. We don't know his condition at this time. We are just waiting and praying for.
I seen the video. I didn't want to see it. Somebody posted it in Signal, the whole video. I thought he got shot in the chest, but I was just reading something on X that said he got shot in the neck. So, does anybody know? And how is he doing? Does anybody know how he's doing? Because I don't know, man. This is crazy, bro. This is absolute insanity right now, man. Wow.
Charlie Kirk at this point. We don't have any updates yet on his condition. We do know that the security team of his did take him away from the university. That's according to the university. Again, a lot of reaction pouring in. We have Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee. I'm tracking the situation at Utah Valley University closely. Please join me in praying for Charlie Kirk and the students there. As you mentioned, the Vice President, JD Vance, also putting out that statement and praying, putting prayers there for Charlie Kirk. So we're awaiting more updates on this and also trying to connect with the university to see if we can get an update on the situation.
All right, some additional information just coming in now. A suspect is in custody, according to a UVU alert sent to students. As we mentioned, the campus is on lockdown. They're reporting a single shot was fired on campus. Police are investigating.
I just read on X that he died. I just read on X that he died. I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna show you what I just read. I don't know if it's true. It's from Globe Eye Network, and here it is. This is what the post says. It's reported that 31-year-old Charlie Kirk died from wounds after the assassination attempt. The video shows the panic of the crowd after the assassination attempt on the American politician at the University of Utah and detained. I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know if that's true, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I saw it too, Jerry. Can't confirm an outlet yet. CBS said it doesn't look good. Don't know how credible they are. I don't know. My friend sent me the dude. He said he looked like the guy that shot him. The alleged shooter looks like Bernie Sanders. He said. It's not Bernie. It's not Bernie Sanders. It says the guy looks like Bernie Sanders. God, him being like that blood squirted out profusely. This is crazy, man. You know, people sit here and tell me that politics don't matter and all this other stuff. You guys people that say that are fucking idiots. That say politics don't fucking matter. Of course they fucking matter. Of course it matters. Oh my God, yeah, I seen the clip on X. His neck hit his neck and he was bleeding. It was definitely a fatal hit based on location and wound size. Obviously it was a sniper, I think. I don't know. You know, and if I hear any Bitcoiners saying, oh, this, that, and the third, it doesn't matter, blah, 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 orange is better, green, better than green, and all this other shit. Again, we live in the world today. Okay. Bitcoin is a great thing. I love Bitcoin. Okay. It is going to be the future, but we got to live in the present as well. You live right now. You don't live in the fucking future right now. And the way our country is going is fucked right now. And let me say something to you. And I'm saying this as a black man saying this. Okay. This is what I'm saying. And I was just telling my friend this. I swear to fucking God, I was saying this. I watched the murder of that young lady on the train. And my daughter rides that train almost every day, that same train. And I see the left, how they're reacting to this. And I said to myself, I was cleaning the house and I was in the complete silence of my house. And I said, if I was a white person in America today, and I was a Christian, married or single, conservative white person, how would I feel right now today? By the way, those kind of people are a big majority of our country. And they've been demonized over the last 9-10 years since Trump came into office. And again, I don't want to make it about color, but it is right now. What they're trying to do, this is the ultimate divide and conquer. You know, it started off with Trayvon Martin. I call it the Trayvon Martin, or what's the dude name that quote unquote killed him? You know his name. When I first seen that story, I knew it was bullshit. I knew the other stories were bullshit. This is insane, man. I don't know if he's dead or not. I don't know. This pisses me the fuck off. Me too, Jason. Rest in peace, Kirk, man. I hope he didn't die, man. I saw this. My thing is that if you don't like what a person says, just ignore it. Why go to an event if you don't agree, let alone trying to take him out? This is crazy, man. We are headed, guys, to a civil war in this country. And I've been saying this since 2022. And it was a pre-cold civil war. And again, if I was a white man in America today, how do you feel right now? Now, these men have guns. And they're sick and fucking tired of this shit. Right? I talk to these guys all the time. I have a lot of white male friends. And let me tell you something. They're not happy, man. It's not because they hate black people or they're fucking racist. They're tired of being demonized by the mainstream media and the political likes of the left. Because these people are fucking evil, man. They're evil, bro. All you got to know is what happened to that young lady that died on the train. That got murdered on a train in cold blood. Now, let me give you two scenarios real quick. 2023. Remember the crazy black dude that was going around threatening people on the train in New York City? And then the white guy came in and saved the people and put him in the chokehold, and he happened to die when it happened. They demonized this man for that. Now, mind you, he saved lives, potentially. This guy was harassing everybody. And what did the left do? They said he was a fucking racist. And they demonized the man for saving potentially some people's lives. Daniel Perry, thank you, backpacker. And the crazy black dude. Again, mentally ill black person, evil black guy. Don't give a fuck what color you are. Did that. They drugged this man's life through the mud for fucking saving potentially someone's life. Fast forward a couple years later, today in 2025, on a similar train, a white girl, Ukrainian, whatever, sitting on the train by herself, minding her own business, and she gets killed, and the left says nothing about it. Nothing about it. Except, oh, you're racist for calling the black man a bad person and evil for killing the white girl. And the only reason I'm saying black and white, because I don't give a shit what color someone is. The only reason I'm saying this, because this is what they're trying to make it. This is the differences. These people are fucking evil, man. I'm not sure if y'all know this, but all biblical. This is all biblical. It all comes back to scripture. People are being misled by the synagogue of Satan to hate one another. Christianity is the only way. Communist strewn. Yeah, I agree, man. Charlie Kirk was a big reason, along with other reasons. He was a big reason why we won the election. They tried to kill Trump. And again, where's the kid at that killed Trump? He's dead, right? Does anybody know anything about him? We know all about Lee Harvey Oswald, who quote unquote killed John F. Kennedy. Who's this kid that tried to kill Donald Trump? Who is he? A 20-year-old with no social media and all this other shit? Again, man, if you don't see the evilness in these people, I just saw a post too. Van Jones was saying something that white people, what was he saying? Damn, here it is. Watch this. I'm going to show you what, he's another one, man. Personified. Watch Van Jones. Watch Van Jones here. Let me show you this. Again, it ain't about black or white or anything like that. This person is evil too. Now watch this. Let me show you this. I don't give a fuck anymore, man. This shit is getting on my fucking nerves. And these people make me fucking sick. I don't even know how to fucking get off this thing. I'm so pissed right now. Okay. Listen to Van Jones. Is this it? Thought I put it up. Hold on. Okay. Listen to Van Jones, guys. Listen.
White person has even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant.
A white person has a virus in their brain, he says. He's saying this on national television. Listen to this.
Even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant. And so what you're seeing now is a curtain falling away. And those of us who have been burdened by this every minute, every second of our entire lives are fragile right now.
Wow. Now, again, be a white man in today's society and hear this. He says, even a liberal white man, he says, has a virus in their brain because black people are victims. Nothing is our fault. When we kill other black people, that's not our fucking fault. When we sell drugs in our community, that's not our fucking fault. When we have baby mamas and have all these kids and not fathers and husbands to our black women, that's not our fault. That's the white man's fault. The white man does that. White men are disgusting in America. That's what they tell us every fucking day. These people make me fucking sick, man. I'm sorry about my language, guys. Charlie Kirk. I fucking love Charlie Kirk, man. I learned so much from this man. He's way younger than me. He's like 19 years younger than me. Again, Elon Musk as well and other podcasters and stuff like that. But Charlie Kirk was a major reason we won this election today. In 2024, excuse me. Wow, man. Incredible, man. This is a psyop, guys. They want you to think the white man is evil.
Even the most liberal, well-intentioned.
I gotta help my grandson real quick. Let me play a video. Let me find another one. The latest news on Charlie Kirk. Incredible, man. Incredible. See the latest. I'm watching CBS. ABC. I'm not watching that bullshit. me see who's live. Let me see if my boy Greg is live. Let's see if he's live.
Still replaying what it is you saw and heard.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's definitely really traumatic, and I didn't really realize how shocked and traumatized I was until, I mean, at least 30 minutes after. I was really, I just couldn't stop crying, and I mean, it's so sad and it's so evil. So yeah, I'm just glad nobody else got hurt, but big prayers out to Charlie Kirk and his family.
And from your description, Sarah, it sounds like you were sitting fairly close to the front.
Yeah, I was in the 4th row back. That's when I saw him just get hit right in the neck, lower neck, and just blood spurting out all over. It was awful.
You had come here to this event to hear him speak. Why did you want to come, and what were your thoughts about him as you made the decision to be here on a Wednesday morning?
Yeah, so I have classes today, or did have classes. I had my morning class, and afterwards I went to see Charlie Kirk. I mean, he's an awesome guy. I agree with all of his political stances. And I was really excited to see him, especially at my own university. So yeah, just going out there to support him before my next class, and what a traumatizing experience it was. So.
Yeah, and I think a lot could be said for the fact that at an event like this, something like that happens. Have you been thinking about that since this occurred?
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was really ironic that he started talking about gun violence right when he was shot. I mean, it's just awful. And honestly, Charlie is a hero. I truly believe that. And I believe his family are also heroes. And I wish the best for them.
And finally, Sarah, what about you personally? Because witnessing something like this, I can only imagine. I have not witnessed something like that. And so where do you go from here, and what do you think about as you process this tragic day?
Yeah, good question. I'm definitely going to be seeing my counselor. I will have a lot of therapy, and honestly, I think it's just going to bring me closer to God. And yeah, through the whole experience, just lots of prayers, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of personal work.
Sarah, I really appreciate you spending a few minutes. Thank you. Best to you and your mom.
Thank you so much.
So here on the west side of campus, there's just yet another voice of someone who was at this event. And the event happened just right behind us. In fact, I'll step out of the way and let photographer Ray here zoom in again just to show you. And I know we've seen a number of vantage points of this, but that tent in the distance just past that overpass is where Charlie Kirk was speaking. And then all of those bleacher type places in the foreground or background, I guess, that is where people were sitting. In fact, from this distance, I can see a lot of personal items that were clearly left behind in the mayhem of the shooting. And now a lot of law enforcement are on scene, and there is crime scene tape up around the area. This is about as close as we can get from this particular vantage point, but we see police from just in this area, Utah Valley University, Provo, Orem, and then other agencies as well have responded in addition to federal agents. And so this is now sort of eerily quiet on the west side of campus. A lot of people have moved on, left campus. We're just seeing some stragglers walking through, but it seems.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Jason, I see you, brother. Wow. So now I'm hearing he's okay. That's what Tim Pool said. Tim Pool saying he's okay. I fucks with Tim Pool too. Let's see what Tim Pool's got to say. See if he's live. No, he's not live right now. It's absolute insanity, man. What's going on here, man? I don't even know why I got to come on live. I don't know shit. Wow, man. So anybody know how he's doing, man? Yeah, step down. I'm horrified, but so angry. Let me get through these comments, guys. Sorry. Fuck, man. This is insanity, man. I can't hear any sound on my end. Crazy, yeah. Oh, the video that I posted this in. Oh, Jerry, that's sad if it's true. Yeah, I saw it too. Jerry can't confirm it. I don't know. How's he doing? Does anybody know how he's doing? Thanks for being here, Jerry. I'm beyond distraught right now. No doubt, man. Thank you for being here, Josh. This is crazy, man. I hate Liv so much. Nah, Jerry, don't say that. If you didn't go live, I wouldn't have known until I got home. All right, thanks, man. Hey, V, what's up, brother? Do Republicans do this when Democrats are in office? Nope, this is bullshit. I'm no longer just fatigued. I'm fatigued from seeing these people. I'm angry. I don't blame you, Josh. From your standpoint. Meanwhile, you see the black community doing so much black on black crime. As a black man, if I see Josh on my right and a thug black dude on my left, who do you think I'm going to be more scared of, Josh or the black thug? Statistically speaking, or a white cop. I have never been harassed by a white cop, ever, never, not once. I've never been harassed by a white person. I've been robbed twice in my life. You want to take a wild guess who robbed me both fucking times? It wasn't somebody looked like fucking Josh. I'm not a victim here, man. Right? When you're a victim, that means you need somebody to save you. You have a victim mentality. Number one, you need somebody to save you. And number two, you don't take any responsibility for your life. Because it's not your fault. It's the white man's fault. That's what they tell us as black people. And I guarantee you, a bunch of black people and a bunch of liberals right now are celebrating this shit right now because they've been fucking brainwashed. Now, again, I don't know who shot the man. Okay, I'm not going to speculate because, hell, it could have been somebody from the deep state hiring somebody doing that. I don't know. I have no clue, man. I'm glad you're lying. So I so need my fam right now. No doubt. Thank you. Utah Speaker Mike Schultz said he's dead. Oh, my God. The news said he's in critical condition. Damn. He's the Utah Speaker of the House. Fuck, man. Just heard he was doing better. This guy on some coon shit. Can you elaborate, please? Who are you talking about? Who's on some coon shit? I can't hear anything on my end on my YouTube. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose to me, but I was having those problems yesterday too. This is my guy right here. Yeah, you showed me about them agenda free. Thank you, man.
Well, this is somebody saying that he died, but I don't believe it. I'll check out Tim Pool again. See if he has an update.
This is fucking insane, man.
All right, he's alive and fighting.
At Utah Valley University.
California 8.
He was shot in the neck. There's a graphic video of blood pouring out of his neck and him going limp after being shot. It was a single shot while he was speaking. I can't show the video here. I have reposted several videos. They're horrific. I have reposted them on my X account, which is linked in the chat if you want to see what happened, but it's very graphic. And AP had reported he's in critical condition. Brigham Tomko with Deseret News in Utah says the Utah Speaker of the House, Mike Schultz, confirms Charlie Kirk is dead. So he very well might be dead, but I'm looking for more confirmation here. Also, guys, the New York Post's Diana Nerozzi said, I asked Trump how Charlie Kirk is doing, and Trump said he's not doing well. It looks very bad. And Trump and she asked how Trump was feeling. Trump said, not good. He was a very, very good friend of mine, and he was a tremendous person. So that's from, again, Trump said he's not doing well. It looks very bad, according to Diana Nerozzi of the New York Post. But a few minutes ago, again, a reporter with Deseret News in Utah said the Utah House Speaker said that he is dead. And again, no suspect in custody.
Oh my God. This is a video.
Jason, thank you, Jason.
That's of him getting rushed. Rushed away from the scene.
I don't know what he was talking about. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is absolute insanity, man. What's going on here, bro? Our world is again.
If he survives, nothing short of a miracle. That's God, my boy. Yeah, the left has to end this inflammatory rhetoric immediately, right away. I mean,
No, they don't. This is what they want. This is what they want, bro. They want this. This is what they wanted. You know what I mean? This is what they wanted. And they're getting what they wanted. You know what I mean? That's why they always talk about January 6th. Right? They wanted that shit. Because they need another quote unquote white racist conservative men going crazy. Like stupid ass Van Jones says. I can't fucking stand Van Jones. And back to this little comment. This guy is on some coon shit, man. Hold on. Look, man, I studied ultrasound. I specialize in vascular and abdominal scan. Based on the vid, it looks like that shot below blew out his cardiac and his jugular, but I'm hoping for the best right now. Jesus, man. What kind of bullet was it? You know what I mean? Again, the human body, people don't realize how weak we are compared to a bullet. You know what I mean? A bullet will rip us apart. Yes, buddy, I'm working, T, but what's up, buddy? I'm working. Yeah, that's right, buddy. And it'll rip you apart, man. But back to this coon stuff. Let me tell you what the Democrat Party will do. And again, I'm not speculating a Democrat shot him. I'm not speculating any of that because I don't know who shot the man. Okay, I don't know. I saw the alleged shooter. I don't know who he is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But here's what I know about the Democrat Party, speaking from my own personal experience. If you're not a Democrat, as a black man, you're a coon. You're a sellout. You're an Uncle Tom. You hate yourself. You're not black unless you're a Democrat. This is why I tell you politics matter, ladies and gentlemen. They tell you as a black man that grew up in a house full of black people, all my children are black, Grandkids are black, full black, no white mixed in them, all black. I'm a sellout because I don't want black people to kill themselves, each other in the hood. I don't want black people to be raised without a father. I don't want black people to sell drugs to each other. I think rap music is terrible for black people. I like it too. We joke around and stuff, but overall, it's a net negative to black people. I don't like that stuff. And when I say that, I'm a sellout. I'm a coon, the guy called me. I'm a racist. I'm a white supremacist, I've been called. Ignore that the dude that said coon because he's a low IQ Mexican. I apologize on the behalf of Mexicans, Jerry. 60% of my kind are fucking retarded. I generally appreciate America and the gift given to me. Thank you, Jason. But I'm not worried about him. I'm not. But thank you for saying that, Jason. I appreciate it. That's just one of many people. Mostly white liberals tell me that. The most racist people in America, the people that I don't like the most, is a white liberal. Because I played as a Democrat. And I used to be a Democrat until 2010, until I was 35 years old. Once I realized that Barack Obama wasn't shit, and he was full of shit, and he was a liar. I voted for the motherfucker the first time. I did. But a white liberal, once they find out that you don't believe in the Democrat Party and you're not on the plantation, they will call you a black sellout and all this other stuff. Why is he here if you are a coon? Exactly. You know, YouTube censored my comment again. Oh man, sorry VHL. This is crazy. This might be my only live today. I think it will be. This is really Speedwaller got 88 sats. Thank you. Somebody just sent me 88 sats on speed at that was an hour ago. Thank you. And then somebody also sent me 42 sats at 11:20. Thank you very much. The people I hate the most are the low IQ dummies that can't read past the lines and see everyone is being brainwashed by propaganda. Exactly. The peaceful, tolerant folks strike again. Yep. Wow, this is really sad. What the fuck? Wild news. Yeah. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and speculate and say anything about the left killed him and all this other stuff because I don't know. I don't jump off a bridge like that. I don't do that. Now, again, we don't know. Okay, we just don't know, and I'm not going to speculate on that. But let me see if I can find some stuff on Twitter. I don't know if they're talking about it on Nostr or not. I know Nostr really doesn't give a shit about politics, but I am on Twitter. This is insane, man. Wow. Charlie Kirk missed shot. What's your friend? They just said another shooting at a high school too.
Save this country, and so you have to be like we're in a war right now to save this country, and so you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country. Like we're in a war.
Wow. Idiots and actors, ladies and gentlemen. Democrats on the federal level are hypocrites. Okay, Democrats are hypocrites. Now, again, I'm gonna say this again. I don't know who shot Charlie Kirk. Okay, but Democrats are three things: they're hypocrites. Democrat equals hypocrite, and then on top of the word hypocrite, which Democrat is, you got idiots and actors. And let me show you an actor right now. This is one of the actors. Okay, this guy's an actor. Let me play this again. He's an actor.
Even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant. And so
Sorry, guys. Here's the actor.
even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant. And so what you're seeing now is a curtain falling away. And those of us who have been burdened by this every minute, every second of our entire lives are fragile right now. Even the most liberal, well-intentioned.
That's what you call demonizing white people right there. That's one actor. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another actor. Let me show you another actor. Hold on. Let me show you this idiot right here.
Right now.
This fucktard right here is Senator Chris Murphy. This was yesterday. He's a Democrat senator. Listen to what he says. Listen.
Like we're in a war right now to save this country, and so you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
He says we're in a war right now because Trump bad. If you run on Trump bad, democracy's on the line, he's Hitler, anybody that follows him is a white supremacist, what do you think the idiots that listen to this are going to feel like? They're going to feel like we have another Nazi Germany situation going on. This guy is Hitler and everybody that's following him is Hitler. So we have to take these people out because they're going to, and again, these are weak, stupid people that believe this because they're taking our democracy. They're taking our freedoms. They hate us. They're white supremacists. They're trying to eradicate black people. That's what, and Spanish people or Latino people. That's what the administration's about. The left will tell you. Did you see Tom Homan yesterday with stupid ass from MSDNC? What's his name? Joe Scarborough's wife. The stupidest interview I've ever seen in my fucking life, by the way. Again, another actress. You know what I mean? You're right, Jerry. We don't know, but what I do know is people are being brainwashed by media to commit horrible crimes. Yep. Yeah. It's wild, man. It is, man. Why is all the mentally ill are on the left? Good question. It's obviously a left-tard. These people make me sick. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Agreed, VHL. It's always the people without proper masculinity in their lives. Yeah, look at their testosterone levels. Just look at a guy on the left and a man on the right, a conservative usually. Let's just say that the testosterone levels are much different, Jason. Golly, I hope there's a hell so these demons can go there fraternity. Yep. They're demonic. Absolutely. They hate us because they ain't us. That's right. That's right. Insane, man. Insane.
About this authoritarian takeover anymore. It's so tiring. Just come up with some good ideas and let's get back to politics. Because this is the result of what they've been doing. And if they continue to do it, what other choice does the right have than to fight back? We're supposed to, systematically just get erased by a bunch of lunatic leftists? No. Wow. Okay, you guys see Stephen King? The motivation of the man who shot Charlie Kirk isn't clear, although he's probably mentally unstable. What is clear is it was another example of America's gun violence. It's a gun violence problem, guys. It's a gun violence problem. Just the motivation of the man who shot Charlie Kirk isn't clear. Like, how entrenched do you have to be in your own partisan delusion that you can allow yourself to even say something like that? That would be like saying the motivation of the guy who shot Donald Trump was unclear. We have to take some time to figure out.
I'm reading a lot of places that he's passed, man. A lot of things are saying he's passed. It's not official, but a lot of things are saying he's passed, man. Trey, what's up, bro? Freedom family, what's up, man? This is going to be my only live today. I'm not going live for the other one today. So this is crazy, man. The man was 31 years old, if it's true. Shit's getting more real by the day, people. We got to stay close, stick together, Freedom Fam, and make sure you stock up on food, weapons, and medicine. Absolutely, bro. The way it looked, Jared, real bad. Yeah, I'm reading a lot of different things, and it's saying that he's gone. I don't know if he is, and we understand, Jared. Yeah. I can't really, again, I love Bitcoin, but I'm not in the mood to talk about fucking Bitcoin today. Sorry. Because everybody always wants to sit there and talk about fucking Bitcoin 24/7. Again, I love Bitcoin. You guys know that. But anytime I step out of Bitcoin circles, everybody starts getting mad and unsubscribes and shit. Yeah, it's half and half right now. Some people are saying he's in critical condition. Yeah, I saw that too, Corey. I saw he's passed critical condition. Where'd you hear that from, Corey? Yeah, I saw it. I was reading that. But where'd you get that from though, brother? Corey, boom. Bitcoin isn't everything. Exactly, Sharper. God is everything, Sharper. God is everything. And these people are demonic, man. I was just saying, I don't know if you heard me saying this, Sharper. I was just thinking this morning when I was cleaning up. I said if I was a white man in America today, I would be very, very angry. They have demonized white people in our country. They have. And for you idiots over here, any of you guys, and I love you guys, you know that. But if you guys think Bitcoin is life and everything else, it's not, man. There's a lot of shit going on in this world. This is why I always stay focused on politics. And they've demonized white people in America today. They have. Some of my best friends are white men, Christian men, good men, and they're being demonized. For what? Why? I'm at work and I can barely function. I'm not fucking talking about Bitcoin today. What's up, VHF? Boom. Hope everyone is well. I'm not. God bless you, Jerry. Thanks for standing up for what's right. What's up, Jor? It's another guy right here, man. If Jor was in America, I don't know what they do in Canada. Sharper, you two, Josh, all you guys. You guys are being demonized. And again, I was saying this morning. I swear to God, I was talking to my friend about this. If I was a white man in America today, how would I be right now? Like they want a white man to snap, and then they're going to call you racist and demonic and stuff like that. Hey, Corey, this is very sad, my man. Keep your loved ones close, your heads down and mouth shut, fam. They hunting us. Amen, bro. I just got in now. Horrible. Let me play a video for you since you just got in. Let me show you guys something. This is what black people are being fed on CNN about white people. This is Van Jones. This is what he's saying about white people. Okay, listen to this.
Even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant. And so what you're seeing now is a curtain falling away. And those of us who have been burdened by this every minute, every second of our entire lives are fragile right now. So even the
Wow. I don't even have words for these people. These people. I'm sick right now. I can't even explain to you how I feel right now. My chest is like hurting right now. I fucking love Charlie Kirk, man, and everything he stands for. I learned so much from Charlie Kirk. Again, the man's 31 years old. And all he was doing was out here, out in the open. He was out in the open, man. Security everywhere, and it wasn't enough. And this is what they talk about with white people. They have a virus in their brain, he says. That's what he says about white people. And the evil wickedness actors of people like him, to say this on national TV like this. And again, I'm all about free speech. There's a place for people like that. You know what I mean? Eric Bowling is credible. John Simon is the best pro in the world, and he spoke to personal friends, as said multiple government officials have reported. Fuck, man. Remember, we're only here for a short time, but the things we do and decisions we make will carry forward forever. That's right, Jor. That's right, my brother. And I love you, Jor. House of Representatives going to do a moment of prayer. Fuck, man. They demonize the whites just to push low IQ illegals with false religions, just to Trojan horse America. We brought life to the world, and in return, they destroy us from within. Yep. I don't see color. My wife is white. Nobody cares about color, bro. You know what I mean? You don't care. I don't care. Nobody cares. Except these idiots. Moment of prayer coming up, suppose. Where? What channel? Pissed. This is beyond sad. I'm in tears. I'm fucked up right now, man. Live need to chill. Not confirmed. Canada is worse than America right now. What's happening in America is happening in Canada, but worse. Wow. This man was openly driving the revolution directed towards the youth. The intention is so motherfucking clear. I know, Maddie. I'm sick right now, man. I am sick right now. There's worse illegal immigration to Canada. Wow, it's happening in Europe too. In America, it's everywhere in Western ideological dominated regions. Wow. This is on our side, fam. Damn. Where's all this white privilege everyone keeps telling me I have? I haven't seen any. Exactly, Josh. Exactly. What fucking privilege do you have, Josh? You're demonized, man. You're the bad guy every time you walk out of your fucking house. You know what I mean? You're the target, Josh. Jor, Sharper, all you guys. And I'm not saying that to rile you up, man. I'm just saying that because I feel your pain, bro. Racism, no matter what fucking racism it is, whether it's real racism, reverse racism, racism is bad, period. That's why I was on the side of Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King. All this shit that was going on in the 60s, this was happening in the 20s right now. The 2020s to white people right now. And I'm going to stand up for you guys because this is absolute bullshit what's going on right now. Getting shot for having your opinion is insane. They trying to keep people quiet, and if they stand up, they get shot. That's effed up, man. Man, there's freedom of speech for a reason. Exactly. Yes, you're right. Thank you for being a voice of reason that I don't have the ability to speak. That I don't have the ability to speak anymore. That's crazy, man. That's insane, man. I have some people back home in New York State. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, so a lot of my friends are white, and even them that are Democrats, they see like this is not fair. And you heard what Van Jones just said. Even white liberals. Listen to what he says, guys. Listen to this one more time.
Even the most liberal, well-intentioned white person has a virus in his or her brain that can be activated at an instant.
You guys have a virus in your brain that could be activated in an instant, he says, about white people. Again, this guy doesn't believe this. Let me just say that. This fucking dude doesn't believe this shit. Right? I'm only comfortable with Bitcoin because I have God in my life. Without God, I would be very confused and scared. Exactly. Frequencies are everything. September 11th, September 10th. They do this stuff for a reason. That's another thing. Tomorrow, September 11th. Charlie Kirk. Please, man. Please. My gosh. We must protect people like George. Protect the white men. Man, they brought us the modern world. Like I said at the end of the day, it all goes back to scripture. The synagogue of Satan is running rampant. That's right. I don't give a fuck about race. Me neither. They want us to be down, but we can't let them get to us. Stay safe and stay vigilant. Yeah. They want a race war. They want to divide and conquer. They want a civil war. They want civil unrest so they can do their bullshit. As long as we're divided, they can conquer us. That's what they want. Trump posted he's dead. Fuck! Love you too, George. Oh, shit. George, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. George, boom. Okay, George. Thank you for reporting that, backpacker. Fight of the honor and the common repatriation versus enslavement. I had a white teacher in Europe tell me that it's impossible to be racist against white people. It's a literal mind. Yeah, I've had that too. I've had white people tell me that. I've had black people tell me that. You can't be racist against white people because they're the oppressor. We must protect and back the white man. The white man sailed the ocean blue to bring us a new life. It's our turn to carry the torch and return the favor. I completely agree with that. Fuck, I wasn't going to drink, but I'm throwing some beers in the freezer to Charlie. I'm on your side, brother. Trump just said Kirk died. I saw that. Damn, bro, is he okay? Trump said he died. Same, brothers, my day off. Just left the gym. I'm going to go home, get faded, and hit the local pizza pub to eat and drink for Kirk on social media. Yep. Jerry, can you post a link to that Van Jones video? Yeah. I posted it in Signal, but I'll post it here too, brother. These people are evil, Corey. It's in Signal too, Corey. There it is. These people are sick. Absolutely. Live early today, yeah. Is any big names calling out this morning? Imagine if the roles were reversed. Exactly. They're trying to push one independence for time at current policies. Yep. And more signs for Kirk, y'all. I'm shook. Rest in peace, Charlie. May rest in peace. Oh my gosh, man. Me too, oh no. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I never thought I'd hear that I never thought a 50-year-old man, I'm 50 years old, say rest in peace to a 31-year-old man. This man had everything. He just had a baby too. He just had a baby. When this pendulum swings back, it's going to be bad, fam. Keep a level head. Be center, not right or left. If you are even center or left, if you are even center or left, you are nutty. This isn't race versus race. This is good versus evil. This is BS. Absolute BS. That's exactly what it is, Manny. He's gone, Jerry. Wow. Fuck. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. Wow. Just had a baby, man. That's how they're ripping through Cheese Club right now. Partner Charlie Kirk has died from his wounds. Rest in peace, friend. He said shootings were worth it over 2A. Yeah. Will this change anything now? The conservative is dead? Nope. Shut the fuck up. That Trump post screenshot looks fabricated. No matching posts on his account per searches. I did the shooting there, man.
President Donald Trump. All right, we've been monitoring the shooting of Charlie Kirk at an event in Utah today, and we have this just in that Charlie Kirk, according to President Donald Trump on Truth Social, and I'm going to read you the entire post. This from President Trump: the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family.
Charlie, we love you. Those are the exact words from President Donald Trump on Truth Social. He is saying that Charlie Kirk is dead after being shot at an event at Utah Valley University earlier today. All right, we've been monitoring the shooting of Charlie Kirk at an event.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm at a loss for words right now. What a man. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. He didn't deserve that. It's all in God's hand, fam. Cowards. Wow, man. This is going to be a tough couple days, man. September 11th tomorrow. Charlie Kirk is dead. Sorry to hear this about anyone, but can you do a quick recap on who this guy was? I've never heard of him and don't watch much news. Charlie Kirk is a political advocate on the right, and he was the guy that used to go to college campuses and Kramer, and he would talk to liberals, and he would kind of make them look stupid. And he's the CEO of oh fuck, I can't even think right now. I forgot what his fucking organization is. I'm sorry, I'm just fucked up right now. Just Google him, man. Google him and put it into the thing. He's a very big. He helped Trump get elected. He was very TikTok famous. What's his conservative group called? My God, man, I cannot fucking believe this. I feel like I'm having an out of body experience right now. Like this shit is a nightmare. Yeah, dude, I'm ready to go home. I don't blame you, brother. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed by thy name. Amen. VJ, God wins, and that is all anyone needs to know without a doubt. Anybody who has the capability to justify his death with a dumbass, sarcastic remark is beyond evil. He woke up every day and chose to try to help everyone save themselves against this evilness. Yep. Yeah. It wasn't even about politics. Exactly, Maddie. Well said, young lady. Maddie's 21 years old, by the way. Good to see you, Maddie. I love you, Maddie. You know that. Just check his YouTube. Yeah. Yes, Maddie. Turning Point USA. That's what it was. Thank you, Backpacker. I felt like I had an out-of-body experience in the gym as well. Got a little lightheaded and went blank. When I saw it, Backpacker put the video in the signal. I didn't want to see him get shot. So I just clicked on it. I didn't know he was going to show him getting shot. And that's what I saw. And I don't like seeing stuff like that. And I'll never watch it again. But my chest started hurting. My chest hurts right now. My heart hurts right now. This is one of those moments, you remember where you're at and what you were doing. I was on the phone with my homeboy. I was cleaning the house. I was doing stuff, and my friend called me. We were joking around, talking on the phone, and the next thing I know, I seen that signal thing pop up. And I don't know if it's a JFK moment or not, because he's not the president, but Charlie Kirk is somebody that's very, very important, man. The kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's right. Amen. BHF, amen. I'm pissed the fuck off. Evil demonize the good and truth and kill us. We must fight back with a crusader vibe, just like our original Christian long ago. And let me tell you what's going to really make you mad. Watch what the idiots on the left are going to be saying. Watch what they say. I don't know what the commentators are going to say, but watch what the people on the left are going to say. Watch. You're going to see how evil these people are. As much as I did not like Joe Biden, I can't stand Joe Biden. I don't wish death on Joe Biden. even though I think he's a piece of shit and evil. I didn't wish death on him. I was sad. If you watch my reaction to him when he did his June 27th debate with Trump, I felt bad for the guy. You know what I mean? Because he's just a fucking puppet. I feel bad that he has they said he has some kind of cancer. I feel bad for him. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. Even though I think he's done a lot of evil in this world and to our country. But I'm not going to celebrate that shit. VHF, give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Yep. VHL. I'm still sitting in the gym lot. Damn, man. The left are clearly celebrating this. Fuck them. Are they really, man? I mean, I haven't seen anything yet. I don't even want to look. It's just going to piss me off. Yeah, everything on my phone that's popping up is Charlie Kirk is dead. Everything that's popping up on my phone. Charlie Kirk's dead. Charlie Kirk's dead. Everything on Rumble and everything else. I was mowing the lawn. Fanny Packer messaged me near tears. I could hear it in her voice, and she told me and then posted and said, I had a hard time finish mowing my lawn. I was shaking, yeah. He was a threat. It's sad, but that's how they play the game. Yep. Hey, y'all. Hey, Solar. How you doing, sir? Obviously not a regular show today. Hey, Solar. Thank you for going live, Jerry. I'm glad to be with you, fam. No doubt. Thank you for being here, VHL. I'm not giving you much, but thank you. I went on an exit check and saw some leftists cheering. Pissed me off even more. I'm smoke up. Cheers for Chat and Kirk. Yep. Wow, Charlie Kirk. I don't know if I said it yet, but I love y'all, man. We love you too, Jason. You're a real one, brother. You're a stand-up dude, man. No doubt. No doubt. Thanks for gathering together right now, y'all. Yeah. Was this fatal? Yeah. He's gone, man. He's gone, bro. Don't drive just yet. And I can't do anything right now, Jason. Yeah. Yeah, don't be driving, Jason. If people celebrate this, they are beyond sick. They're evil, Sharper. Plain and simple. They're evil. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. Love you too, Jason. No doubt, bro. This is insanity, man. I will not be doing a Bitcoin live stream today for obvious reasons. This will be my only live today. I don't know how long I'll be on. If you want me to stay on, I'll stay on with you guys for a little bit. I have to break my Bitcoin live streak today, guys. Sorry. And Emily, I appreciate the love, y'all, but driving is what I do best to clear my mind. I'm fine. Y'all just pissed left. I'm fine. Y'all just pissed left speechless. They will rejoice. They know not what they do. Forgive them, fam. All right, let me get my bearings together here. Let's see.
Kirk was. All right, let me try to get you some more updates here.
Yeah, and agenda-free TV is reporting he's dead too. No. You know who else got killed for speaking truth? Jesus and Socrates. That's right. Okay, Jason, be safe. That is right, brother. Love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Yep. Romans 12:19, King James Version. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. No truer words, man. Stay on, Jerry. It's helping. Okay. Thank you for saying that, Dap. Thank you for that prayer, VHL. I'm here, y'all. I'm not leaving. Okay. I'm on live, just clearing my mind. Yeah, keep clearing your man. Just do it. Dap data. Prayer and fasting is more powerful than we might think, fam. Yep. Emily, I just can't do this right now, Jerry. I'm going to step away. I couldn't imagine me not coming home to my wife and kids. Just need a moment. Oh my God. You don't even got to tell me that, bro. You have a good day, man. Good night, too. We love you, Packer. I'm not going to eat until tomorrow. Packer, prayers to you, man. And the fam, bro. Oh, man. Anybody know where I can go that's giving me good news or what?
Incident type at 58 North State Street.
I don't know. There's a report floating around that a suspect has been arrested, but I'm a little confused about that.
Yeah, they're saying the guy that got shot wasn't him. It's somebody else. Take care, Backpacker. Okay, Backpacker, I feel you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you for being here. Bless our fam. That's right. Please take care, BTC Backpacker. Yep.
Times just said that. 6 minutes ago, the New York Times said the university says there's no suspect in custody.
I hate to say it, Chair, but I don't know if there's any good news.
So I'm not seeing that widely reported, certainly, that there's a suspect in custody.
I misspoke, Jason. I didn't mean good news. I meant good sources of news. Sorry about that, Jason. Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't mean good news. This is terrible news, man. Oh, man. I don't even know what to do with myself right now, bro.
Event that he took care of us and my crew. There's a lot that I want to say that Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. For those that are just hearing this right now, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at his event in Utah. And it's absolutely one of the most horrific things. We have this report from CNN. I was awaiting official confirmation. The first thing I want to say is Charlie is an absolute legend, and he was a good friend. I'm not going to pretend like we hung out this guy. I hung out this guy, knew him better than, my homies or whatever, but I just want to say, man, I've done a lot in business and in media. Charlie is a king. He was always super good to us. I don't even know if I should be doing a live stream on this, but Charlie was a very important, one of the most important people in this country, one of the hardest workers, one of the smartest guys. I can't believe that I'm looking at this article right now. I shouldn't be, but I figured it'd be important to make sure that you all knew that I did what I could. This is what I do, and I was torn a little bit. I'm a news and opinion guy, and when the story breaks, I have the video, I have the tweet. This is what I do. This is my job, and to have to do a job that affects me so personally like this, I thought maybe I should just not do anything. But Charlie was the best, and he was a good man, and he will always be remembered for that. And I just still can't believe it. Let me give you guys the news. Let me read for you what the reports are saying. Donald Trump has issued a statement on Charlie Kirk, and I'll tell you what I know, what I can tell you about on our end. I just want to say,
amen, Sharper. Amen, sir.
to his family, anything, anyone, any of you guys, whatever you need. CNN has reporting on this. Trump says conservative activist Charlie Kirk is dead. Rapid Response 47. A statement from Donald Trump. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. At Charlie's event in Utah, is a very large crowd, and he was speaking under a tent as he normally does, as was so famously depicted in one of the most recent South Park episodes. That was the legend. That is the legend. That is Charlie Kirk. Shots rang out. It appeared in the initial videos. He was shot in the neck. That appears to be the case. Subsequently, more videos were published on X showing the severity. Reporting had circulated for the past hour or so that he was in critical but stable condition, with the AP making that statement. It is now being reported across the board that Charlie has not made it. And I can't believe it. Charlie was the best. TPUSA is the I don't know, the most prominent and important political organization that we have in this country, with many people saying that it rivals or even surpassed that of the RNC and what the GOP could even muster up. So I don't know if there's any official updates. The suspect in the shooting is not yet in custody, according to a spokesperson from Utah Valley University, despite the school saying earlier police did have someone in custody. Photos and video did emerge of a man being detained and held, but these are initial reports, and it's hard to know what exactly is true. I got a lot to say on this personally, of course, but I want to try and hold back on that because, you know, with all due respect, I don't know. I want to make sure you guys just get as much of the big picture as you can, and then obviously, you know, we here are we do the news. We're constantly making phone calls. We have sources in the administration, and I had put out a few tweets. But let me give you a little bit more of these details. Trump previously praised Kirk as critical to his gains among young voters. The latest update being that Charlie Kirk has died. This appears to be the event he was speaking at. Broadcastify audio details Charlie Kirk shooting. They have, it appears to be, this is Utah County Public Safety broadcast. Statements. UVU by the sound reported one individual was shot, unknown where the shooter went. Let's be advised, UVU in Orem has an active shooter at the Charlie Kirk event. We're getting several calls. We're trying to get more information. The official continued. Are they requesting help? Another official asked. We're not sure yet. We're just trying to get units that way. The first official responded. Charlie was just doing what he did. I can't. There's videos, there's photos. This is the latest that we have on the matter. If you guys are hearing anything, please chat or super chat, and I'll try and read what you guys have to say. Just give you guys a glimpse of what the reporting looks like on our end, and I'll explain to you what was happening to me. I shouldn't say it like that. I'm not trying to in any way imply anything. I'm saying, like, we were doing the work, and there are questions around the information we get, when we can reveal it, and what we know. And I want to explain for you, I hope this helps clear up the state of events and the timeline for those that are curious. On my X, of course, let me just pull this up for you guys. Some people had stated, I had put out a tweet that they're reporting that he had died. I had previously, only minutes before, reported that he was stable. So I want to explain to you what.
Yeah, it's about 12 minutes behind though, Josh, but it's live. Yes.
What's going on, and just here's my tweet from 27 minutes ago. Reports are that Charlie has died. There is no suspect in custody. TPUK had tweeted, Charlie is alive and fighting in the hospital. Please join us in praying for him. and I'll avoid the hyperpartisan stuff. AP reported that he was alive and in critical condition. And I have this tweet. Source tells me that Charlie is stable. So here's a timeline of events. We're having a business meeting. I think this was about 2 hours ago. In the vehicle, I received a phone call informing me of what just immediately happened. And this was within probably a minute or so of the shooting. I began to take a look at what was going on and immediately started getting phone calls from people that we work with, our sources, our friends who work with TPUSA. And initially, you know, I don't want to say that too much. And I was informed by a high-level source that Charlie had been stabilized. And that is my tweet. Source tells me Charlie is stable, please God. I received a call from a trustworthy source who told me this. I want to believe, and I'm hoping. An individual who, I will just stress, wanted to remain off the record, or not off the record, but anonymous. And this is an individual, very top level, who informed me that Charlie was stable. And I asked them, can I post this? And they said yes. And so this seemed to be it was correct. Charlie was stable. I had gotten a phone call probably around the same time that Just the News had reported this, confirming to me that Charlie had died. And I just wanted to wait a little bit to make sure because I don't want to believe it. I can't believe it. I'm extremely angry. And I don't even have the right to be the angriest, of course. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the phone calls. I couldn't believe what anybody was telling me. And the only thing I could believe was when they said that he was stable. That's the only thing I could believe because I had to. And I received a phone call a little while ago informing me that Charlie didn't make it. There are some evil people, especially online right now. These videos, these outlets, and I feel like it's not real. Charlie was my friend. He was a good guy. He stuck his neck out for me and my team more than I can say anybody else. And it's not like we don't do a lot with TPUSA. And that's what meant so much to me. That for the past several years, I was just texting with the guy, man. They had me on stage. I have done a lot of business in this industry. I have met some of the sleaziest people you can imagine, and Charlie was the best. I'm not just saying that. He brought us out to his event. He takes care of my crew. He gets us the production that we need, and we don't even ask. He invites me, a guy who I have publicly stated my political disagreements with Charlie Kirk, but the respect I have for his willingness to sit with me, to have conversations with me, to have debates. And I do think we agree on a lot of things, which is why it makes sense. And it's just amazing how accommodating, how easy, how generous. We got to be at his event, something he built. He started as a young man, working harder than anybody I can imagine to build up Turning Point and Turning Point Action and send a message and inspire young people and promote good and peace and morals. And I'm just some guy who complains on the internet. I've traveled around, I've done reporting, but he does the real hard work. He built a real machine that was fixing this country, and it still is. It still is. And I was lucky enough to be able to be a part of his event that he took care of us and my crew. There's a lot that I want to say that I'm not going to say, but I will say that I'll just paraphrase some of these posts. This is not just the assassination of a political leader. They killed our friend. Charlie would come down to your event and he would sit there at that table and you, literally anybody, could come up and he would talk to you. Left, right, up, down, top, down, whatever. I'm still sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, this is not correct. CNN's wrong. They're fake news. And I'm going to get a text in a moment saying, Tim, stop. Charlie's okay. Yeah. I'll take some of your guys' super chats if you guys want to add anything. Charlie, you're a legend. When Donald Trump got shot, I was at a poker room. I was at Potawatomi in Wisconsin. We were gearing up for the RNC. There was a local state rep. We're both sitting there. TVs are playing sporting events or something. I don't know, sports betting. And my phone blows up. And this was just, I think, what was it, Sunday? I can't remember what day of the week it was, but we had just traveled into town. Our crew drove the equipment. We were doing a week at a hotel during the RNC because they were all spread out. And when Trump got shot, it was a shock and it was terrifying. And he was okay and he made it through. What happened to Charlie hit like a sack of bricks in my face. I guess it's just different, man. Everybody's saying war. Here's what I hope. No war. I don't want war. I don't want to learn more about my friends getting hurt. I don't want to see more videos of people I know, good people, getting hurt. We spend so much time talking about the rest of the world, Nepal, Ukraine. It doesn't hit close to home the way this does. So no, I don't want war. I don't want it. No, I want to order Buffalo Wild Wings and put on the game. I want to watch a baseball game with my friends and play some poker. $20, just you and the boys. You know what I mean? Having a good time hanging out. Play some cards, skateboard, maybe throw some disc golf with the boys. I don't want to have to worry about looking over my shoulder. What I will say is we're canceling our events for obvious reasons. I got to confer with the crew on exactly how this plays out and what this means. But my phone is on fire right now with security as at the highest level it could possibly be. And we had an upcoming event. I was going to be on the ground at a university doing much the same. I just want to stress, this is about Charlie. This is about the evil people in this world that he led the charge against, and they couldn't stand for it. The calling out of demons. MSNBC had a commentator who said, I should pull it up. I want to stress this as I pull up this clip. Temperatures need to remain level, calm, because this one is lighting people up. And I saw this clip, and I was told that Charlie, you see, right before I posted, he was alive and in critical condition, and stable, alive, in critical condition, still could be brain dead. And then I see this. But I want to say this before I play the clip for you guys. I am trying to be as strong as I can and committed to reason so that we do not react in the worst imaginable ways. No one should, and I hope they don't. This is a time to think of Charlie and his family, to send our thoughts and prayers, and anything we can do to help him, his family, his friends, the people he works with. This is not a time for blind rage. But I do think it's appropriate to show this clip from MSNBC.
Then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt,
and that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
Turning Point USA has confirmed that he was shot. And there are a number of
Remarkable. Remarkably inappropriate, but that's what they think. That Charlie Kirk is hateful, so he should expect this to happen to him. I think it's in poor taste, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. Charlie did. He had the best security. That's why we couldn't believe it. How is it possible? So, MSNBC, far from the worst. I would just call this statement inappropriate at the time to disparage the work of Charlie Kirk at a moment so serious. And I will give a shout out, what deserving of a shout out they get to these liberals. I'm not going to just start naming everybody, but there's a handful of liberals, excuse me for wiping snot off my nose, a handful of liberals who have denounced this, who have called for justice. And I can respect that. And that's what we need, because we do not want this escalation. But I warn you, Reddit, Blue Sky, and even on X, the videos that are popping up, your blood won't just boil, it will turn to steam and burst from your ears. Man. Man, I don't even know. Part of me didn't want to do anything. Do a stream, talk about it, tweet, make a video. I tried making a video when it happened because I'm torn between making sure everybody knows, that's what I do, but also not wanting to be in the middle of whatever, is happening. Man. I saw a handful of video from prominent conservatives, everybody who knew Charlie, and everybody's crying. Men, you are allowed to cry when they kill Charlie Kirk. I will say that. I don't know what to say or do. I'll try and grab some of your super chats and try and talk about it, I guess. I'm torn because this is, I stress it greatly personally affects so many more people than.
First of all, I want to say I love what Tim Pool is doing and everything. And I know he has a big platform, so he can't answer all the questions without getting super chats. But, obviously, clearly, I don't have the audience he has. But don't anybody send me anything today. I don't want anything. Don't send me any zaps. Don't send me any super chats or nothing. You got a question, I'll try to answer it. Again, I'm not knocking Tim Pool. He has to sift through people like that because his audience is so big. But I'm not doing this for money or anything like that. Please do not send me any zaps, any sats, or any super chats, please, and thank you. VHF, we are cooked, but best course of action left is to stay close, Freedom Fam. Have a plan, learn firearms, and learn wildlife, and stock up, Freedom Fam. Couldn't agree more, sir.
Than me. I mean, we're in the DC area. I don't live in Arizona. I don't regularly work at Turning Point or anything like that. But this is personal. That makes it difficult because I feel like I shouldn't be talking about it at all. This is for reporters and news anchors and to discuss, not for me. Maybe we'll hear from the people who work closely with him. We'll get more information on this. So I'll pull up X right now and see if I can find any new updates of what we have. And just, people are calling out Gavin Newsom. Yeah, wow. We have a statement from Scott Jennings on CNN. Let me pull this in for you guys. Scott's always been great.
Now, Charlie and I work together. He's on the Salem radio network. He has the radio show that's on from noon to 2 each day. I'm on from 2 to 3. So I had just come on to do my show. And about halfway through it, we got the news that Charlie had been shot. And so I had to talk through it this afternoon. And I'll be honest with you, I am in utter disbelief at this. I sat in this room last summer, the night they shot the president. And now they shot Charlie. And I'm not sure it's safe to be an outspoken conservative walking around in America right now. And there's a lot of people out there who are in absolute shock and are horrified by this. And I don't know what's going to happen other than to tell you that this nation is in desperate need of prayer and some kind of an intervention. Because when you can't, what was Charlie doing? Making a speech, engaging in rhetoric, having a debate. That's the bedrock of our nation. And now you can't go out in public and engage in speech. It's the opposite of violence. Speech is the opposite. And so I don't know what's going to happen to Charlie. All I can really think about is his poor wife and those 2 babies. And so I think the best thing any of us can do right now is just pray for his recovery and pray for their comfort, because God help us, we're in a bad place.
Ben Shapiro has issued a statement. Ben says, like all of you, I'm utterly stunned and heartbroken and sick to my soul today. It is unimaginable to write these words. I met Charlie when he was 18 years old. A young man, eager and determined, so eager and determined that I immediately turned to a friend and said, that kid is going to be the head of the RNC one day. Charlie became even bigger and more important than that. It was a privilege to watch this principled man stand up for his beliefs and create the single most important conservative political organization in America. And more importantly, Charlie was a good man, a man who believed in right and wrong, who stood by his biblical values. All of us will miss him, and I can't imagine the pain of his beautiful young family. And we must all pray for them. And we must pick up the baton where Charlie left it, fighting for things he believed in so passionately. And we must fight for a better America, an America where good people can speak truth and debate passionately without fear of a bullet. I weep for Charlie's family, and I weep for my country today. Most of all, I weep for Charlie. I should have brought tissues or something in here. I'm losing it. I do have it.
Incredible, man.
I'm just checking out. I'm going through the news. We have just more news. Carl Benjamin says, remember that Charlie Kirk's entire career was focused around winning the debate in proper democratic fashion, and they still shot him. Will Kane, brother, shout out. You have a great show. I love watching your show, 4 p.m.s. And he had a moment of silence, and I could see it. I could see it in your eyes, brother, the same as I felt it in mine. This is a day of tremendous evil. Dave Portnoy, rip Charlie Kirk. It doesn't matter what your opinion is of Charlie or his politics. If you don't view this as one of the darkest days in American history, then you are part of the problem. Dave, shout out, man. Shout out to Barstool. I'm a big fan. Don't always agree with Dave. He's kind of a wild guy. But I appreciate it. There's a lot of videos in my feed right now of leftists celebrating, and I want you all to know, I think it's important that you guys know that this sentiment does exist. And I think you already know that. But I don't think it is healthy or good for us right now to sit here and surround ourselves by videos of demons and evil who will fill our hearts with rage. They seek to make us irrational beings. We must be purely rational and smart. Express your emotions, feel your emotions, and be a human. But the next move made by those of us who are fighting for the soul of this nation and for the betterment of humanity has to be correct, precise, appropriate, etc. And the last thing that will benefit this nation is any retaliation, violence, or otherwise. That being said, I'm talking about in a wanton physical context. Now, if you want to talk about divine retribution and retribution, earthly retribution, this can all be easily accomplished through the systems by which we are winning, the political infrastructure, and Charlie and the work that he did and the mountain that he built has empowered so many people to carry on and push towards this victory. Do not let them destabilize that. We'll read some more here. I'm not pulling up the X feed because there's a lot of really dark stuff on there. But I do want to, for the statements being issued by a lot of these high-profile people. Oh my God. It's hard to look at these MSNBC clips, guys. I can't believe this. I'm going to pull up this clip. I just can't.
Hey, Steven.
People are really upset.
and they start lashing out online, and they start blaming others for what led up to this. I mean, we see it when Democrats are targeted. We see it when Republicans are targeted. And we're seeing it with this. Anna Paulina Luna, who's a representative from Florida, has put this out on X. She's blaming the Democrats. She's blaming the rhetoric the Democrats use calling Republicans fascist. She's saying, you are the hate. If you're in the FBI field office and you see this sort of stuff bubbling up online, how worried do you get about somebody taking up the cause of Charlie Kirk and lashing out on somebody who's seen as a Democrat or somebody who is a Democrat?
Taking up the cause of Charlie Kirk? To set up a table and ask you to come and have a conversation with me? How do we survive as a nation in something like this, with something like this? I tell you, we will be better men, we will be reasoned, we will be rational, and we will guide our anger through the appropriate means, the calm and collected, and we will remember and we will know what Charlie Kirk fought for and why we will pick up that, all of us, each and every one, his cause. But it is terrifying to me. And I have talked about this. You have talked about this. Charlie has talked about this. There are angry people that care not for reason or solutions. They seem to just act towards destruction. And we fight every day to plead with them, to not be destructive. I had a conversation earlier about racial violence in this country, how we work towards solving it, why people hold these views. And every day, as this urban moderate liberal, they scream and they lie. They call me racist and white supremacist. And I'm sitting here being like, I want the black community in this country to flourish, to be wealthy and successful with smiles on their faces. But I look across the political battlefield and it's this. Trump got shot. He was almost shot again. There was a third plot. That guy didn't get close. I just can't. I don't know how to even say it. It's like, I was just texting with the guy. It's the weirdest thing. I've talked quite a bit recently about, where I come from on the South Side, and it's crazy to hear when people, lose their lives. But this just doesn't seem real or possible. Let me grab some of what you guys have to say, and I want to, if you guys are seeing updates or any other information. Kate Gable says, is this the tipping point towards civil war, in your opinion? I was getting asked that right away. Seriously. And it's because the meme is Tim Pool talks about civil war all the time. Maybe. I actually talk about it when it's in the news. Like I talk about anything that's in the news. Nobody calls me the World War III guy. You know what I mean? Nobody makes memes when we say World War III. Every time something happens and the media says World War III, I roll my eyes and I'm like, I get it. Putin is saying it. Maduro is saying it. I had a friend of mine said to me, is there going to be a war? Like because Charlie is the leader of the most prominent political organization in the country. It's actually it's more than what's Turning Point USA. It's Turning Point Action. There's Turning Point UK. And this is my friend. He's not very political. And I said, this is what war looks like. I'm not saying it's a war. I don't want it to be. I don't want to have to explain to my wife why we have to deal with things like this. None of you do. But I've explained this. And so to all of you who have, you watch my content all day, every day, or periodically, I've explained this. War does not look like a movie. It is not men in uniforms marching on the battlefront towards each other. You want to know what war looks like? You walk out and you go downtown to go shopping. And you're on Main Street. And there's restaurants and shops all around you. And that's it. And then there's a bang, 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 bang. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know who's doing it. And you fall down. After a little while, people get up. They start fleeing the area. That's it. What happened? We don't know. That kind of thing happens every day when you are in a war. War is not like this moment where two parties meet together and say, all right, gentlemen, is this the beginning of war? Oh, so be it. There's videos out of Syria during the Civil War, and probably still to this day, where people are walking past buildings riddled with bullet holes to go buy groceries. When does it become civil war? Honestly, I have no idea. But they just assassinated Charlie Kirk. I got a call from a friend who they said to me, when they went for Trump, it was different. We know it was serious, and we were scared. But now they killed our friend. They killed our friend. And he's not signing laws. He's not a judge. He's not a member of Congress. You don't want war. I don't want war. I want it all to stop. I want Charlie to have been able to have just sat there and talked to people like he always did, for you to do the same, for me to do the same. So let me just give you the details on what we're doing right now. We've had public events planned. My team's saying absolutely not. We can't secure them. And we've known that risk the whole time. And I've talked about it the whole time. Charlie was 100 times bigger than me. We have an event set up in 1 month at a university, canceled. We are right now finalizing public venue events. I can't do it. I'm going to be honest, I can't do it. I had people ask me, you can't let them win and shut these things down by doing this. That's true. You can't. But there's also just, if you can't secure it, what do we do? So it's tough. There's two trains of thought on this one. Because I debated. I said, let's see where this goes. Maybe it, I don't know. Some told me, you absolutely cannot cancel events because of this. This is their goal. It's what they want. I agree completely, 100%. Bring it on. I'm not going to back down. The response to which is, you do a show every single night. You do multiple segments in the morning and a live show at noon that is secure and safe and reaches millions of people every single day. Do not throw that away so that you can go stand in public and say the same thing. I don't know. What does this mean for everybody? It was Trump last year more than once. Now it's Charlie. I just, reality just hasn't sunk in. I got to be honest. I just don't believe it. It's Ezra Klein has a tweet. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. He says, in the last few years, we've seen the plot to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer, the storming of the Capitol and pipe bombs left at the RNC and DNC, the break-in to kidnap Nancy Pelosi and the brutal attack on Paul Pelosi, multiple assassination attempts against Trump, the assassination of Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, and the shooting of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Luigi Mangioni's assassination of Brian Thompson, and the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Political violence is contagious. It is spreading. It is not confined to one side or belief system. It should terrify us all. The foundation of a free society is the ability to participate in it without fear of violence. Political violence is always an attack against us. You have to be so blind not to see that. And he's right. I know that for us, we can sit here and talk about the nitty-gritty of the Gretchen Whitmer case or the Pelosi thing. I'm not going to. I understand the point he's making. But I'm going to say it. Charlie Kirk's everything he built, it is a skyscraper, it is a castle before us with the foundation of, talk to me. They said no. On Blue Sky, they are celebrating. They are posting videos on TikTok, Blue Sky and X, celebrating because Charlie said, talk to me. Ezra's not wrong. Ezra's not wrong. Let's grab some more. Mad Lib says this will be the turning point in the USA. I see what you did there, buddy, and I don't disagree. Charlie was a good man. I don't want to say the word was. I want to say this again. I'm an asshole a lot. When I do business, I have a short fuse. I have had business calls where they try and play this game of negotiating this, that, or otherwise, and I am just a dick. And I can tell you a lot of people who do business with me, they're probably like, if Tim says one, he means one. It's over. So I've had business meetings where people try to pull fast one, slip a contract through, and the contract's got hidden clauses. I go nuclear. I had one business arrangement. We never did a deal. A syndication thing, distribution and ad sales. And they tried.
All right. Well, we know what Tim Pool had to say. Again, man, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. This is to say it's sad. It's beyond comprehension what happened today, and we're not going to realize how big of a moment this is until later on. This is a big moment in United States history. Yep. My thoughts is a free life in the country or for us. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen down the pipeline, but this is my only live today. I'm not going live on a Bitcoin live stream today. I don't know if I'm going tomorrow, to be honest with you. But tomorrow's September 11th, and I really don't want to talk about Bitcoin on September 11th. Let's talk about some September 11th stuff. So this is it for me today. If I get out and about, maybe I'll make a Rumble video or something. I don't know. But sad we live in a country that seemingly becomes a place you can't even think freely. He was doing what he does best, Stephen. Good to see you, Stephen. He's doing what he does best. That's what he was doing. And he was talking about guns and stuff like that right before he got shot. and these people on MSDNC and these leftists going crazy, because I'm going to stay off Twitter today. I'm really going to stay off Twitter. Jerry, we love you. Take care. Hold your grandson close. Thank you, Fanny. You as well. You as well. It's a sad day in America. It is. And what these people have done, they have weaponized. We lost a faithful warrior today. I think he was the best guy. I mean, there's nobody better than him. He was going to be the president of the United States one day. No doubt about that. No doubt. Charlie Kirk, if he'd have ran for president, he would have won. And he would have been a great president. Take a break, Jerry. Thank you, Dad. But, you know, this is sad, man. This is beyond sad. Yes, sir, VHL. Yes, VHL. He was a faithful warrior, and I believe he was going to be president today. I mean, one of these days. You know, but sad, man. This is beyond sad. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Unless there's something else you want me to cover or talk about, I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit here and look at me. There's plenty of news to watch and stuff like that. So, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words, man. Hey, B, how you doing? But just take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you too, brother. I don't really have nothing to give you guys today. I just want you all here to know that I care deeply for each and every one of you. Me too, man. Same here. Thank you for saying that, Corey. Take it easy, Jerry. Thank you, Steven. You too, man. That's what I thought also, Jerry. Yeah. Stay on if you can, Jerry. Okay. You want me to stay on? If you want me to watch something, I mean, I can if you want me to. There's nothing. Wow, man. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. I feel like I'm in a parallel universe or something. Wow, man. This is fucking terrible, man. Utah Valley got shot. He woke up this morning. No idea today was his last day, man. Wow, man. Take it easy, fam. Keep the Kirk's family in your prayers. Absolutely. I don't know what to do with myself. Me neither, man. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't have any answers for you guys. I don't have any news or answer. You guys know more shit than I do, Jerry. That's exactly how we feel. I used to watch hours of Charlie Kirk, man. I've learned how to debate watching him. I was already a pretty good debater, but I learned different things about my country that I didn't know through Charlie Kirk. This guy was a walking encyclopedia, man. I don't know if anybody knew more about our country and the Bible and things that I stand for more than Charlie Kirk. Like, this guy was like a superhuman or something. He was one of those guys I called an alien that just knew so much stuff. Him, Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, people like that. And this is terrible, man. You know, now what is this going to do for conservatives that are out here standing up doing speeches? They can't even do speeches anymore. Yeah, Jerry, you don't gotta go if you don't want to, but if you do, it's all good. We here, G. No doubt, man. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Hug your family and appreciate them. I'll see you all in a day or two. Yeah. VHF, when I get home, we all need to take this time to heal and reset and prepare for what might be coming. Hopefully nothing comes, man. Hey, Jerry, I'm sick. What's up, Vic, man? What's up, my brother? If you got to sign off, I understand. Well, I was saying that because the views were dropping down, so nobody was really. I'm not saying anything. Home, feel horrible. Me too, Vic. This is absolutely terrible, man. Yes, Corey. Just happy to be here with y'all. Me too, man. Me too. VHL. Why are all the violence is from the left? All the venom is from the left. I don't recall Fox News or Newsmax defending bad actions like violence. Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. I remember that time is more scarce A reminder that time is more scarce than Bitcoin. Yep. This is why I tell you guys to get out here and enjoy yourself. You know, people are just, you know, a lot of Bitcoiners are not focusing on today, because today is a present. That's why they call it a present, because every day you wake up, God gives you another day. So yeah, I'm stacking. I stack, but I always keep a little something to myself so that 20% of my day, again, I work 80% of my day, my waking hours, but 20% of my day I enjoy myself, you know, outside of, you know, family and stuff like that. I do that too. But you know, Charlie Kirk woke up this morning. Did he think today was going to be his last day? No, of course he didn't. Charlie Kirk is gone, guys. You know what I mean? Everyone next saying it was the little hat people behind it. Well. They were afraid of Kirk. Wow. Yes, Blunt Man. And the person that didn't get caught yet. He was talking about guns when he got shot. And I'll probably never see that speech on purpose. Like, I'm not going to go out and look for it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to remember that image of him. But I love you, Backpacker, but I wish you would have gave a warning. This is graphic or something like that, because I wouldn't have watched it. Truth is the hardest thing and the most hated thing. Charlie was a real one, yeah. You know, I hate to see somebody that's a hero and an iconic person get shot like that, man. You know what I mean? I just hate it. I don't know. I don't like that kind of shit, man. He was my brother. Yep. Absolutely. He was all our brothers, man. What you got here, Corey? You just sent something. Oh, let's check that out. Let's check that out, Corey. Thank you for sending that. The fact that he isn't caught yet smells like shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to speculate on that part, though, because this guy could have been a hitman for somebody else. We don't know who hired him. We don't know what happened. This just happened on the house floor, I guess. So let's check this out and see what this is about. I think this is a moment of silence. We're going to do this too. Sad news. Jerry, not all about Holland. We got to live in the moments too. The future is not guaranteed. Exactly, Sharper. Exactly. So let's get on into this, man.
What purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise? Let's wait a minute. Wait a minute. The House will be in order. 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 We will join prayer right after this, okay? What purpose is the gentlelady from Colorado?
I don't understand what happened there, Corey. Wow, look at this. Somebody sent me this just now. Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone that was yesterday. Anybody, I'm not going to tell anybody what to say or what not to say. If any of my personal friends, I'm going to text all of them. Don't send me anything from the left. I don't want to hear nothing these people have to say, man. Because like Tim Pool said, it's going to make you act irrationally, and I don't want to be any part of that, man. Because I'm a peaceful man, and I don't want to get into that stuff. You know. Let's see what Myron has to say. Pray for Charlie Kirk.
Zena, thank you for giving me that link, by the way. Nikki says it's all good, brother. Thank you for being here to give the full story. Thank you, myself. Thank you, man. Pete says, thank you, Charlie Martin. I know it's not, no, man, you more than enough. Chief Raka, please be safe, Martin. We salute you. I appreciate you, bro. Marriage Calls the Verse. His kids are 3 years old and 1 year old. They will never get to know their own father. Stay safe, Myron, but don't let these scumbags win.
Oh, okay.
Klaus says, pray for Charlie Kirk and his family. Yep.
Yeah.
Mom Pros very like the older brother I never had. Be safe out there. Yeah, man. I'm going to move way smarter, guys. I'm going to move way smarter. Social says, yep, fuck these killers. They don't scare us. No, they don't. Fuck them. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. Charlie, Myron, the left is only getting more violent, but we can't let them stop us. We need warriors like you changing hearts and minds, run events, but stay safe, get security. I agree, bro. I will. They're not going to scare me off. Bluffkin, I'm broke, but I'm sending a super chat for Charlie. Appreciate that, Bluffkin. OS says, Graper, both you and Nick need to be extra careful now. Yeah. Nicole says, be careful, RIP Charlie. Yep. Thank you, Myron. I had a buddy that I haven't seen in years and planned a hangout with a month, and he passed away from a heart attack. Yeah, man. Guys, talk to your loved ones, man. Zidane says, Myron, I'm embarrassed even as a Palestinian. A bunch of Arabs here in Dearborn are actually celebrating. Just look at the comments on the Dearborn Instagram page. Yeah, bro, they're sick, bro. They're sick. They're sick, bro. They're absolutely sick. They're sick. It's Drip says, for Charlie and Turning Point, thank you, Drips. Barry says, what should our next step as a nation be? We gotta really go hard on crime, man. And we need to bring in this left-wing violence, dude. We need to reel in these left-wing organizations, bro. Antifa, fucking, Antifa, BLM, all these radical left-wing organizations, bro, that literally openly talk about committing violence against conservatives. We need to start going way harder on them, bro. We need to go hard on them. We need to treat these niggas like they're Al-Qaeda, bro. Sauce says, I hope we can exercise manners, courtesy, morals, and ethics with the same energy we exercise free speech. Rest in peace to this young man. Yeah, bro, he was only 31 years old. He's younger than me. I'm at a loss for words, Myron. I pray for his family. Thank you, Slasher. Yo says, for Charlie and his family, TPS USA. Yep. Thank you, bro. Definitely going to donate a portion of today's.
Life meant for me. Entrepreneurs, we can.
Are we live? Okay. At this point, you've seen the news. Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, was shot, and report was made a few minutes ago that he is dead at the age of 31 years old. When this announcement was made, I'm right now at a conference of ours with thousands of people out there from 60 plus countries. Tony Robbins is on stage for the last 3 hours. I'm backstage. I get word he got shot. It's me, Vinny, Tom, the crew. We're sitting in the back. Family's there. Dylan's there. And, we're seeing the reports of, he's critical condition, but he's got a pulse. They got him. It's going to be fine. And then I hit the stage. And when I'm going on the stage, Kelly gives me the mic. Security gets me on the stage. I shake hands with Tony. We make our announcement. Tony heads back. The song Tony's playing at the time is a song played in Gladiator. If you know the song, you know which one I'm talking about. And Gladiator is a movie I've seen God knows how many times from 43 minutes on, because this is a very emotional movie when you see that, he wants to seek his vengeance, or he wants to get justice, or he wants to go out there and be able to get what he wanted to get for what they did to his family. I'm on stage. Vinny comes to the left while I'm on stage just to call Tom up to come and pray for Charlie to recover and heal. Vinny comes, gives me the hand signal. I said, what do you mean? He says, it's done. Then Kelly comes to the front. She's the runner for me, telling me everything that I need to do. And she says, he's dead. At that moment, we're about to wrap up the session. It's obviously a very overwhelming moment, because yesterday, while I'm speaking in front of everybody, I
I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear this?
And Charlie up to me and told me I muted. Audio issues, or did it just mute? How long was I muted?
1 minute.
1 minute I was muted? Okay. So what's the last part? If you guys can comment, what's the last part you heard me? I'll tell you. What's the last thing you heard me say, Rob?
Kelly had come up to you and let you know that he had passed.
Kelly had come up to me and told me that he had passed. And when she did, obviously you're in front of thousands of people. You're trying to finish the session. You're overwhelmed. Tom comes up. The song is playing from Gladiator. And if you know Gladiator, you know the whole story. Tom gives a prayer, gets on his knees in front of everyone. The room is emotional when we made the announcement that Charlie Kirk is dead. You heard the reaction. Many people knew he was shot. Not many people knew he was dead. That happens. We finish the session. We come.
Sharper, what do you mean by avoid?
Okay, so something keeps causing it to be muted. Anyways, I'm not going to be long, guys. You hear the news that the shooter, we've all seen a picture of the shooter. Rob, if you want to show the picture of the shooter that they're showing us. They say this is the shooter, and he's telling me, telling everybody, kill me, take me, do all the stuff that he's saying. And then other reports are coming saying this isn't the shooter, he's the patsy. I hope he makes it. If he doesn't make it, here's another story of somebody that's,
Got you, Sharper. Got you.
Story of John F. Kennedy got shot, and then, hey, was it really him? Was it Oswald? Or was it somebody else? Same story with RFK. Same story with everybody else. I hope this guy's alive, because at least we'll be able to find out if he is the guy or not, and if it's somebody else. If you've seen the video, not the one from the distance, if you saw the video, the close-up, that's when you knew the way the neck fell and the blood started gushing out the second at him, you knew this wasn't good. Elon Musk even tweeted saying, I hope he makes it, but that shot didn't look good. Now, here's what's wild. You hear MSNBC. Some hosts are saying, we don't know who the shooter was. It could have been friendly fire from the people that are even on his own side. Nobody knows who shot him, Rob. I don't know if you have that clip. All these things that are circulating. If you got that clip, Rob, if you can play it. And I want you to ask yourself, how do you feel when you hear a clip like this? Go ahead, Rob. Is it working, Rob, or it's not? Okay, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if you don't have it. But you hear the reporter from MSNBC saying the fact that it may be friendly fire. What do you mean it may be friendly fire? Who the hell says it may be friendly fire? Why would you even say like somebody's going to
You just emphasize we don't know the full details of this. We don't know if this was the supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea. But
words. Did it mute again, Rob, or no? Okay. No, it's okay. If you go on X, and if we look at the most trending words right now, trending topics right now on X, this is one platform. It's not all the platforms. It's the first place I go to. Let me see what the world is thinking about. Number one trending word, Charlie Kirk. Number two, MSNBC. Number three, May God. Number four, Democrats. 5, Jesus. 6, evil. 7, Minnesota. 8, violence. Liberals, Heavenly Father. And you go all the way down to number 14, it's civil war. Then you go on some profiles on X, and you'll see certain people celebrating. They're happy. Thank God. All these other messages. Some other people are saying, this is it. We're going to take the streets. It's going to be civil war. They can't do this to us. If you believe in God, you know at the end of the day, he's going to handle these types of situations. The president tweeted twice on Truth Social. First one was about the fact that he was shot and hopes he feels better. And then the second one is the final one that says the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the U.S. Better than Charlie Kirk. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania, my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. This just came out a few minutes ago. What this made me think about as we're going through this next phase is I'm at this event. Security comes up to me. We got thousands of people. How do you want to handle this? Do you want to go out there? Do you want us to do this? Do you want us to do that? I said, no, we're going out there, no problem. Why? The enemy wants you to be afraid. The enemy wants you to back down. The enemy wants you to be worried, buckled. You know, oh my God, your knees are buckled, nervous. Oh, what's going to take place? No. The enemy also wants to divide. You think most of America hates each other the way some of these trending topics are being made on X? No. Most of us agree with about 80% of issues in life. I would say 90% of people agree with 80% of issues in life. Most of us do. Family values, finance, you have dreams, health, America, most of us do. Unfortunately, the 10% that may not, they are so loud and obnoxious that you think it's more than them. And sometimes it makes you seem like, well, maybe they're right and I'm not. But this is a very, 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 very interesting time. You're almost speechless for moments like this. You don't know what to say. Charlie was someone's son. He was someone's father. He's got a kid. He's got a family. Beautiful wife, Erica. This is them celebrating. All he was talking about is values of how to make your family better, have more kids. America's awesome. Freedom of speech. Nothing crazy. He didn't say Joe Biden is Hitler. He didn't say the opposing side is the enemy. He didn't say, hey, every other word with every other person on the opposing side is that. No. So I hope that while this event is taking place, something tells me the president or somebody in the White House is going to try to find a way to put a stop to this with certain words that are used that lead to violence. If you guys know, I'm not happy with certain words that we use. Why? Some people say, well, just because it's freedom of speech. That's not why. You can say what you want to say. To the wrong person, you use that word. You incite, you excite them. You're like, oh my God, let me go do something about it. And boom, I feel like I'm going to be a hero taking this guy out. Now, who knows who this person was? This could have been planned. This could have been an accident. This could have been a one-man show. This could have been a fundage. We have no clue. It's too early to jump to conclusion of what happened. But the reality of it is, Charlie Kirk, who every single time we had him on the podcast, we had him out at our insurance conference multiple times, or I spoke at the AmFest event in Arizona that he would host with all these young kids. Every time you were around him, he was a class act. We were talking about it earlier with one of our guys, Eric, and he said, what do you think is going to happen with all the young kids that follow Charlie? I said, to me, it's very simple. How many people do you know that watch Charlie's content at debates for over 100 hours? I put 5 million people worldwide. How many people you think this was their role model? A 14-year-old kid, a 10-year-old kid, an 18-year-old kid, a 25-year-old kid. How many people looked up to this guy? So as much as it may seem like that temporarily the enemy won, I think this is going to backfire on the enemy, because the loss of Charlie and the example he left behind is going to lead to many of them that are going to look up to him saying, I'm going to be the next guy. And you're going to see the exponential growth of the values and principles that he shared go to a whole different level. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, my encouragement, in the military, they used to say, stay alert, stay alive, be alert. We're being a little bit more cautious than we've ever been before, but we're not going to be afraid. We live in the greatest country in the world with the greatest values, the greatest opportunity, and we're going to keep doing our part. And for those of you guys that are also shocked like I was, we're going to go through this process together. And I am naturally optimistic because I put my faith on a man upstairs. Individually, without him, I'm extremely concerned. But with him, I am extremely optimistic. So, didn't want to be here for too long. Our crew's in front of us. We'll be back on Friday. You won't see us tomorrow. Nor on tomorrow's what? Thursday's tomorrow. You won't see us tomorrow. but we'll be on from here where we are, 9 o'clock for 2+ hours. And we'll go a little bit deeper into this. And I appreciate you guys for joining us here. Last minute, some 80,000 people that are on here with us. God bless you and God bless America. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
God bless you, PBD, and God bless America. I just came across a video in my feed from Knights of Christ Training Academy, and this guy is no joke. And I want to see what he has to say. I don't think he's too happy right now. Charlie, our beloved brother in Christ, has been assassinated by the left. R.I.P. Let's see what he has to say. And this guy looks like he's nobody to play with. How you doing, Sparky? Hello, Sparky. Yes. Hello, Oz. So let's watch him for a few minutes, and let's see what a lot of people on the so-called right or conservatives that are built like him and think like him and have weights and guns and strong minds and everything else. Let's see what he has to say about this. Oh, he took the video down, or YouTube took it down. He must have been saying some stuff he wasn't supposed to say. Okay. I get it. I get it. All right. So let's go somewhere else. What Myron's going to say. Let's see. Let's see if my boy Greg made a video yet. No. Darkins. Let's see if my boy Davari made a video. Yeah. An hour ago. Let's see.
In today's video, we have breaking news.
Okay. This is an hour ago. I don't know if he knows he's dead, but let's hear what my boy Davari's got to say.
And it's tragic. Charlie Kirk has been shot at the Utah Valley University. Secondly, the criminal out of North Carolina spoke to his sister. We have audio tape of him explaining why he did what he did. Finally, there's a new inflation report that shows positive news regarding the economy. And all of these stories will show you what both sides are saying and then give you the bottom line.
Counting iconic game finals.
Oh my God. Go, run, run. Oh.
Okay, so what you just saw there was the crowd at Utah Valley University running after Charlie Kirk had been shot. People are saying he was shot in the neck based on the video footage. They have not actually identified the name of the shooter. I do have a clip to show you of a man who was apprehended at the scene. But first things first, please pray for the man. Pray for his family. I truly believe he was doing great work. Definitely had a huge impact on the younger generation. And that's what we need in this country. And so, I mean, that's all that could really be said as in regards to him, is just continue to pray for him and his family. Now, here's what the FBI did have to say. We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly. And the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and investigation. And also the vice president said this, say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a genuinely good guy and a young father. Now, here's that clip of the man who was arrested at the scene.
This is the guy that shot him?
That's right, you make sign.
That individual yet. We don't even know if he's the true shooter, but he was arrested at the scene. That has to be said. It's too early to know anything except that he was shot. Clearly, they probably took him to the hospital. Okay, obviously. And the whole university is on lockdown. The FBI is involved. As you guys can see, the president has weighed in. We must pray. We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who's been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. Now, this, regardless of the outcome, is, again, another example of how dangerous it is to go out there and tell the truth to people, regardless of what your beliefs are. Now, just when you think that in his darkest hour, people would put politics aside, not MSDNC. So not only did they suggest that it was a Trump supporter who did this, but they also go back to describing him as a divisive figure, etc. I'll just let you hear it for yourself. Take a look.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea. But
Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. Why?
Well, he's one of MAGA's most prominent voices online. He hosts a near daily podcast. He opines on almost everything. He's been very closely aligned with the president since his initial run for office in 2015, 2016. And his ties to Trump really elevated his own brand. He was really quite young as an activist when the president launched his initial campaign. And he has kind of ridden along with MAGA since 2016 and built up a massive, massive brand of his own.
Exactly, Josh. These people make me sick, man. I mean, by the way, Charlie Kirk was a Bitcoiner too. For a side note, he loved Bitcoin. Wow, man. In celebration, exactly. I'm like, what in the fuck are you talking about right now? Charlie definitely represented my beliefs well. Yes, I don't think I've had any disagreements with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, you see, it's the language they use and the way they word things to minimize the impact of Charlie Kirk. There's no question he's had a positive impact on young adults. I think he's the person actually encouraging young adults to think for themselves, ask questions. Don't just take whatever your professor tells you as fact, because that's what we've been seeing in these universities. Okay. And I'm not seeing people on the left actually do positive things for the young adults out there. And he has, and not many people can say that. Now, the disgusting coverage continues, and I kind of hate to actually show this, but I'm a believer in showing you both sides. MSDNC continues to suggest this idea that the Trump administration is now going to use this as a way to do something that they normally wouldn't do. Take a look.
As we were just talking about a moment ago with Alan, after one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
I must admit, I'm at a loss to guess as to what happens next.
Okay, well, if it was up to me, they would lose their license. Okay, I'm talking about MSNBC. No wonder they are being spin off and they have to rebrand. I mean, these people are just vile. And they call themselves journalists, by the way. And this is what they talk about. I get it. We all have an opinion. I get that. And I'm sure there's a time for it. But can you guys just stick to the facts? You guys don't have to keep playing politics here. It really is disgusting, in my opinion. And now I want to move to our next story, which is a big update regarding this criminal that stabbed a woman in the neck. The president had some more words about this situation earlier this morning. Take a look.
The animal who so violently killed the beautiful young lady from Ukraine who came to America searching for peace and safety should be given a quick, there is no doubt, trial and only awarded the death penalty. There can be no other option, President Donald J. Trump. Now, of course, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown was charged with the state charges of first-degree murder after he was arrested for killing, according to police, 23-year-old Irina Zarutska. But yesterday, federal prosecutors did also issue that federal charge, one count of committing an act causing death on mass transportation system. And Attorney General Pam Bondi promised that they would seek the maximum criminal sentence. That would be either the death penalty or life in prison. Now, her family also issued a lengthy statement yesterday, basically giving us a look at their last moments before they found out that she had been killed, and also issuing a call to action, demanding systemic change.
Okay, so clearly the president is continuing to hammer this issue home, and it's sparking some interesting conversations on social media that we're about to get into here. But before we do, I wanted to point something out that I found to be interesting about this story using ground news. Now, you guys follow me, you know what the deal is. Ground news is the best tool that you can use to see the full picture of stories being reported by mainstream media. You want to see what the left is talking about. You want to see what the right is talking about. You want to see what one side is refusing to talk about. Ground news is going to show it to you. And the reason why it's valuable is because it helps you think for yourself. Now, let me show you an example of this particular story. The percentage of outlets that lean right that are reporting on this heinous murder, 72%. When it comes to 12%, that's Democrats. That's left-leaning. That's how much they really don't care about this story. And we've been saying it for the past couple of days. They're pissed off that they even have to talk about it, thanks to the president. Now, there's actually more footage that's been released to the public of this attack. Let's take a look now. blurred out for YouTube reasons, but I think you guys get the gist of what went on there. That's the full video so far, or at least most of it that's been released. And listen, I find the disheartening thing is it doesn't matter the skin color. The media should be highlighting these heinous attacks every single time because they should demand the local leaders, police departments, the justice system, the DAs, the judges to hold these criminals accountable. And I know in a perfect world, that's exactly what they would do. So, of course, the president is going to keep bringing it up. Now, you wouldn't have known that only one side wanted to talk about this, as I showed you already. 72% in the source.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know he was going to show that. He didn't show it all, but yeah, this is horrific what happened to that young lady. But also, you know, what happened to Charlie Kirk today is, man. But let me say this. Do you think they killed Charlie Kirk or whoever killed him because he was a fascist and he was an evil person? Do you think that's why they killed him? Or did they kill him because he was an effective speaker and he was waking up a bunch of people? What do you guys think? Do you think they really believed he was a fascist? Now, the person that could have killed him may have been stupid enough to believe that if it was just a regular person that was brainwashed. But if somebody, you know, paid him to do it, then, you know, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know who did it. You know what I mean? Graphic, but it's better that people see these things, at least in some capacity, in my opinion. Yeah, but some people don't want to see it, Albert. But I agree with you, sir. I agree with you. Usual suspect. And I don't think he was killed because he was a fascist and he was a bad guy. I've never heard, or divisive. I've never heard him be divisive. He was just going against, in my opinion, from my point of view, the evilness of what's going on in this country. And he was speaking truth. I think we are winning and the hateful are lashing out. Yep. And with Trump winning, again, they try to take Trump out. And I remember watching Charlie Kirk when Trump was almost assassinated. Charlie Kirk was really messed up about that. You know what I mean? Agreed, VHF. Yeah. We are winning. And even though we lost one of our generals, like VHF said, because, again, I don't know a lot of people more important than Charlie Kirk. There's only a handful, Donald Trump, and a handful of people more important for our movement than him. I think he's, like PBD said, I think he's planted a lot of seeds in a lot of young people's brains, Charlie Kirk, to wake a lot of them up. And now even more, because people are bigger in their death. You know what I mean? Charlie Kirk was a very, very famous man, but he's even going to be more famous after his death. You know what I mean? The homie rolling through, we going to hit that pizza bar and watch a movie later for Kirk. Yes, sir. Love you, man. Not think we are. Yes, we definitely winning. Absolutely. They try to lie and gaslight us and everything else. I mean, everything that's coming up on my phone is about Charlie Kirk. This is crazy, man. Like, there would have been no way in heck I was going to make a freaking Bitcoin video today. You know what I mean? No way today. His videos will hit a little harder now for sure. Absolutely, Josh. Absolutely. Did he inspire you? You're a young man. You know, you guys look alike. You know what I mean? Because it's good to see somebody that looks like you that has your same values. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not being a racist because you're proud of who you are. Like, what? 10,000 more Kirks were born today. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. PBD said that very well. Kirk inspired all of the homies and people in my age group. Yeah, he inspired me. I'm almost 20 years older than this dude. He's 31. He's young as hell. Look what he accomplished in 31 years. He accomplished more in his 31 years than I'll ever do in my whole entire life. He worked his ass off. He was a brilliant man. He worked smart. He was a worker, man. He was definitely one of the major forces that got me to vote for Trump in 2024. I even voted for Biden in 2020. Wow. Okay. Oh, man. Hey, what's up, man? $20. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, but I told everybody not to donate to me today, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm not doing it for that, but thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate that. Seriously. That means a lot. Jared-Dactyl. Welcome, man. Yeah, my heart's broken too, man. That's a big donation, man. Thank you so much. For Kirk, yes. Thank you so much. I've never seen you before, man. How are you today? Good to see you. And that's very, very kind of you to do that. But again, I know a lot of you just seen him do that, and I appreciate it. But I don't want anybody donating to me. I'm not doing it because of that. Okay, I'm not here to make money or anything like that today. This is about Charlie and our country and God. You know what I mean? So thank you so much again. That's a huge donation. I'm passing through, but hope everyone takes the time to tell someone they are loved. Love and respect, crew. Absolutely. Absolutely, Adelaide. No doubt, man. My time to go on live is in 43 minutes, my regular time. So maybe I should just stay on and just talk about this today. But I'm waiting for my boy, Greg, from Black Conservative Perspective. He's my number one political guy that I like to watch. He's up here too. Davari Darkins, I like him. But I'm waiting on Greg to say something. I really want to hear what he has to say. But he was in the middle of another video when he was doing this one. So I'll look at Trish Reagan. She made video too.
I come to you with a heavy heart today.
My goodness, man. Everybody's sad, man. Wow. And what's crazy is he got shot right where he normally does his work at a college campus, sitting in that chair underneath that tarp and debating people. That's where he was. That's where he cooked people. That's where he got famous at. Now he did a lot more work than that. He's a lot more than that. But that's where he changed a lot of people's lives. And he literally went out there and put his life on the line to do that. Jared, can we stay on and still continue the scheduled show to at least come together and commemorate the good things? Sure, man. I'll stay on. Just make sure you share the video, guys. Okay. I'll stay on as long as I can. Just share the video. Hit that like button. Do whatever you can to make sure we stay on. Keep the algos going and stuff like that. Because, I'm running out of stuff to say here. But sure, man. Thank you for saying that. Let's see what my boy Greg's got to say, man. I don't see nothing on Twitter or nothing, man. This is my guy. So yeah, so the people that, because I got people that I like to watch too, and I know for some of you, I'm a guy that you like to watch, and you see me now. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying here. This is horrific. This is horrendous. This is if you can see, if you watch me in the beginning of this video, and he had freedom on his shirt. He had freedom written on his shirt. Wow. He had freedom written on his fucking shirt when he died, when he got shot. He had a white t-shirt on with freedom on it. Oh, man. That hits home for me. I'm going to get that shirt. I'm going to buy that shirt. That very shirt he had on. That white shirt with black letters, man. Yeah, so much for freedom of speech. Ain't that something? I'm really curious to see who this person is, man. And I remember saying freedom, yes. And I remember saying, Josh, when Trump got shot, matter of fact, let me see if I can find that video. I'm going to show you my raw reactions on that. What was crazy about that, Josh, I was supposed to do a Satoshi Saturday video that day. It was a Saturday. And I'm going to show you my raw reactions of that. Let's see. Trump. Let's see. Trump Tower. Trump. A lot of ones in Trump. Huh. I'll find it. But I was not happy that day. I'll tell you that. If I can find it. But for Kirk, yes. Freedom, yeah. But that was a crazy time, man. Crazy time, bro. Let's see. When was that? How many months ago? September. It was the summer of 2024. Well, not summer. Summer's coming. Let's see, guys. Let's break the internet. And women. What day was that? That was July, wasn't it? Here it is. Here it is. At 3:34 p.m. Pacific time, I was on the Las Vegas Strip getting ready to go to the Mirage Hotel and Casino. And because they had some deals going on up there, they're giving out a bunch of money and stuff. I was going to go down there and take advantage of some things. And I got a phone call from my dear, dear friend of mine. Anthony called me. He told me that President Trump may have been had an attempt on his life, an assassination. And I had just I had to try to find a parking spot, did all this stuff. I couldn't work my phone because I was in the parking garage and all this other stuff. And I just turned around and left, went home. And this is one of those moments where you remember where you were. And I have not seen any commentary on this at all. I did watch the video on Twitter. I haven't watched any commentary. I don't know what happened. All I know is it looked like President Trump was at his rally in Pennsylvania and got shot in the ear. I don't know if it was an actual gun or not, a real gun. It could have been maybe like one of those little pump guns or something. I don't know, because I don't see a real gun hitting him in the ear like that and not doing any serious damage. And if it was a real gun, that was a headshot. That was an assassination attempt. And I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. This is my raw emotions on it. I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm not surprised one bit. Every time I see Donald Trump in the open, I've said this before, man, and I don't like to speak this kind of stuff into existence. And sorry, guys, no Satoshi Saturday today, obviously. I don't like to speak this stuff into existence, because every time I see Donald Trump at a rally in just the middle of all these people, all I'm thinking is, why is this guy not surrounded by bulletproof glass or something, man? Because the media, that's an arm of the all right, my boy made a video that I was waiting on, that I told you. Greg from Black Conservative Perspective. So I want to watch this with you. This is my guy right here. Let me see what my boy's got to say. Charlie Kirk is dead. Charlie Kirk dead after assassinated at Utah Valley University. Prove me wrong. Turning point event.
Donald Trump is president of the United States. We've got our republic back, folks.
Let's go. There it is.
Everybody should remember this moment. Look, I'm gonna echo Charlie from earlier. Remember where you were when this happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment, you said it's time to actually participate. And look what you guys have done.
And if anyone deserves to get tears in his eyes, it's Charlie. I think we all agree.
I think Erica was chopping some onions or something in the break room.
No one has worked harder than Charlie for this.
We gotta hear some words here from you, Charlie. You put all this together, my man. Let's hear it.
I am just humbled by God. It's all God. It's all God. God alone. God alone. Decision desk has it. Pennsylvania. It's done.
There you go. Right on. You got it.
Look at that shirt. Look at that shirt, guys. Look at that shirt. Now, I hope he doesn't show it, man, because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I hope he doesn't show it. But look at that shirt, guys. That's an alive man with life, passing out hats, being positive. And all he says on this is prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong. Freedom of speech. You say what you got to say. I got to say what I got to say. Just prove me wrong. Look at the security around him.
Charlie Kirk has been shot during an event at Utah Valley University. The founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative student organization, is known for his outspoken views on politics, culture, religion, often taking his messages to colleges and universities, sparking sometimes pretty heated debates on campus. Let's get right to our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky. Aaron, what do you know?
Two law enforcement sources confirmed to ABC News, Kira, that Charlie Kirk indeed was shot as he was speaking at an outdoor event at Utah Valley University. You're right, his presence there at the university had divided the campus, according to an article in the school paper, where there were people on both sides debating whether he should even be allowed to bring his message, often loyal to the agenda of President Trump, to campus.
Wow. Wow. Did you hear that? One side said he shouldn't even be allowed to come on our campus because we disagree with him. Does that sound like America you want to live in, guys? They were debating whether he should be able to come on the campus because he's on Donald Trump's side and they disagree with him politically. So he shouldn't be able to come here. That's what they're saying. Incredible, man. There's the tolerant left for you. Good to see you too. Crazy, Samantha.
Campus, but he was speaking at this outdoor event in a courtyard. We've seen some video of that event. A shot rings out. The entire crowd goes scattering.
All right, guys. So this is the first time I've ever thought about just not making videos, just taking a break, taking a day off, and just not doing this. And the reason why is because it is really, really, really tough right now to stomach the news that I'm pretty sure all of you have heard, which is that Charlie Kirk is dead. A father, a husband, a man that all he wanted to do was debate. That was it. He just had an open platform to debate people with different ideas, and they killed him. They shot him in the neck. The video is horrific. It is one of the worst videos I've seen, and I've seen a lot of videos, but that one was it was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. And again, I'm just speechless. You know, it's just really hard for me to articulate how I feel right now, because it really does hit close to home in the sense that, you know, hey, talking about politics shouldn't lead to this, right? Expressing your viewpoints about the direction of the country, it shouldn't lead to this. It should never come down to this type of violence. But we're seeing this violence more and more and more and more in this country as it becomes more and more and more polarized. We almost witnessed the president of the United States get assassinated. He was 1 inch away from being dead. We've seen these assassination attempts on politicians. We've seen actual assassinations that were successful. A couple Democrats in Minnesota just a few months ago. We've seen CEOs be assassinated. It really is disturbing that this is where we're at in American politics, where, you know, people are being gunned down, assassinated for having a political opinion. And Charlie Kirk was somebody that, unfortunately, you know, I've seen him in person, but I've never got to really, you know, sit down and talk to him and have a deep discussion. but I have seen him in person. I have been to the TPUSA events. He was doing good work. He was doing God's work. And he always carried his faith on his sleeve. He was a man of Jesus. He was a man of God. And they took his life. They took his life. And, you know, I mean, it's, yeah, I really didn't want to do this video, but I know that people that, you know, they want to hear my opinion. They want to hear my thoughts, but I don't have anything like it's nothing for me to say outside of the fact that this is just a terrible situation.
I feel you, Greg. I feel you, man. This young man, him and Charlie are about the same age, and I've been watching Greg for a couple of years, so I already know how he feels. Me and him are cut from the same cloth, and I've talked to Greg a few times on Twitter and stuff like that. He's got a bigger following than I do. He's a Bitcoiner now and stuff like that, and I get a lot of my political news from him. Very smart, articulate young man, and I feel the same way. It's like, what am I going to sit here and talk about? You know what I mean? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? You know what I'm saying? I just completely understand how this young man feels right now. This guy makes 4 or 5 videos, political videos a day, and I know Charlie Kirk was one of his heroes, as he was mine, as he was a lot of people on God's side, on the right side.
And more so than anything, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, his wife, his kids. You know, now they don't have a father. A father was taken away from them. Just like that. And I think it really is a reminder that, you know, on this earth, in this world, no man knows the day nor the hour when time is going to be up. And again, in situations like this, again, it just, this feels like, again, his life was stolen. And that is what happened. His life was stolen. But he did accomplish great things that very few people accomplish. He influenced this country in a positive way in his 31 short years. And I think that's the most important part about all this. So, you know, again, this is straight from the heart. You know, no, I mean, I never use a script anyways, but it's just my raw emotions. And you know, unfortunately, I don't know if things are going to get better after this. I don't know if this is going to be a moment where, you know, as a country, we can pause and say, you know, hey, you know what, this has to stop, right? This is going too far. You know, calling Trump Hitler, all of these exaggerations about Trump's policies and, you know, conservatives and policies and things that make you like, again, this polarization is tearing the country apart to the point where, again, these assassinations are becoming more commonplace. And this is something I said back when the United CEO was assassinated. I said, guys, we don't want to get to a point in this country where this is normal. I said that at the time. While leftists were celebrating the assassination of a father, of a CEO, simply because of the fact that they blamed him for the issues in the healthcare system. And they basically tried to justify what happened to him. They tried to deify the assassin. And there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to see some of that. You're going to see some of that in response to what happened with Charlie Kirk. That's just the reality of where we're at in politics.
Basically, I heard a loud bang, which I figured a shot would be a little bit louder, but I just saw it hit him in the chest, and then all of a sudden just tons of blood gushing right out where his heart is, and then he like fell over and slumped down, and everybody got down and was screaming, and then we all ran.
Can you describe just, did he appear to be moving afterward or what?
Not at all. I personally believe he was dead on impact.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what makes me so sad about the current state of this country. I mean, even on outlets like MSNBC, a situation like this, they still can't get it right. They still can't hide their contempt for conservatives, people that you just have a simple political disagreement with. They couldn't even hide it in response, in reaction to the initial reports about Charlie Kirk being shot.
after one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
But following up on what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then
Drive safe.
hateful actions.
People are really upset and they start lashing out online and they start blaming others for what led up to this. I mean, we see it when Democrats are targeted. We see it when Republicans are targeted. And we're seeing it with this. Anna Paulina Luna, who's a representative from Florida, has put this out on X. She's blaming the Democrats. She's blaming the rhetoric the Democrats use calling Republicans fascist. She's saying, you are the hate. If you're in the FBI field office and you see this sort of stuff bubbling up online, how worried do you get about somebody taking up the cause of Charlie Kirk and lashing out on somebody who's seen as a Democrat or somebody who is a Democrat?
Yeah. So again, it's just shameful. It really is. I mean, this is out of control. This is out of control. I mean, these people are worried about what Trump might do.
Hey, Dean, how you doing, brother? Not a happy day today, sir. But good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
In response, they're worried about Trump rather than being worried about the fact that a husband, a father, was just murdered, assassinated for simply wanting to have a discussion with people that he disagreed with. And they're worried about everything except him being alive. It's mind-blowing. It really is, guys. And you also have a moment in Congress where, you know, they try to have a moment of silence, a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk, and just watch the reaction of Democrats. Just listen to their reaction.
Yeah, we watched this earlier. They just found the shooter, Jerry. Okay, good. Can you leave something for me in the signal or something, Steven, so we can look that up after this video? Thank you so much for your reporting, brother. Appreciate it.
The chair would ask that all members present in the chamber and those in the gallery please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family. For what purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise? Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. 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 We will join prayer right after this, okay?
So, you know, at this point, I really don't want to say too much. Apparently, the shooter has not been caught, so we don't really know the motivations behind this. However, I'm hoping that justice is served. Okay, I'm praying for Charlie Kirk's family, his wife, his kids, his friends, his family, everybody that knew him. And his mission is going to continue. That's the thing. I really do believe that his impact on young people, on Gen Z, specifically on young males, his work will continue to live on. Despite what happened here. The man may be gone, but his legacy is not. And at 31 years old, he definitely created a hell of a legacy. A legacy that young men should look up to and say, hey, this is the type of man that I want to be. Fearless in the face of hate. Fearless, still willing to go to places where he's not liked, again, where he's not wanted, and to speak his mind. And nobody deserves to die. Nobody deserves to be killed for that. So that is the gist of what I have for you guys at this point. It's tough to deal with this situation. Obviously, this is something that we're gonna have to continue to talk about over the next few days. But as of right now, that's all I got for you guys. And again, I'm praying for his family, his wife, his kids, his friends, his family, everybody that knew and loved him. And in this country, I'm praying for this country that we can move to a better place. I love each and every last one of you that support my channel, that support what I do, that supports the work. And I just want you guys to remember that I love you. And again, I'm praying for this country. I'm praying that we get to a better place.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the.
And again, I'm praying for this country. I'm praying that we get to a better place.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, his grace on crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Wow. Rest in peace, Charlie. Rest in peace, Charlie. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. So sad. I feel so bad for his wife and his kids. OMG. He just had a newborn not too long ago. So, I don't have anything else to say, guys. I'm sorry. I've been on here almost 3 hours, and they caught the guy, I guess. Breaking: Utah Governor Spencer Conn confirms that authorities have a suspect. So we'll find out what happens over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, September 11th. I don't know if I'll make a video tomorrow or not, because I don't really want to talk about Bitcoin right now, to be honest with you. So Bitcoin's not important to me right now. Sorry. Like everybody's saying, man, prayers to Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk, thank you for everything you've done, man. He will live on. I wasn't around when Dr. Martin Luther King died or John F. Kennedy Jr. died or something like that, but I really feel like we don't understand this yet. But I think this death is going to be up there with them, especially in how he got killed and what he was doing when he got killed. And he knew that he put his life on the line. He knew that. He knew what he was doing. He went into enemy territory. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here with Burr's Squared rabbit friends and you find people. Yes. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Praying for his family. Again, thank you so much for Turning Point USA and him starting that. You know, this is why I always tell people, if there's something that you want to do, go out there and do it. Turning Point USA started from a dream he had, and it just he did that, and now look at what it became. Look how many people's lives he changed because of that. He's a big reason we won the election. And even though we feel like we're down right now, and the enemy is winning at this moment, because I've been looking online, and our biggest enemy to me is our domestic enemies. And I think you know who they are. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't that way. But for somebody to tells you that politics aren't important, they're just stupid. They're dumb. Politics are important. It rules our lives, man. Ask Charlie Kirk and his family. Politics are important. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really, really appreciate that so much. And again, like Greg said, I love each and every one of you. And I do. And I appreciate all the support you give me with my work. And I'm going to continue to do my work. And what is my work? My work is to make sure that we have a better future than we do right now. Because the future does look a little dim, but we want it to look bright, like Patrick Bet David says. And again, thoughts and prayers to their family, his children, his wife, his family, his parents, his brothers and sisters, his family, his friends, all the people that he employs, and everything else. It's important to speak the truth or don't speak. Exactly. But there's a lot of evilness and wickedness, but we can't let it win. This is unsustainable. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys. God bless this country. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and pray for a better tomorrow. Peace and love, guys.